All right, we're back. So I have a lot to talk about this. Well, not really. What am I talking about? But I do have an opener. My wife got hit on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it happens more frequently than I prefer.
I mean,
But it's still
How
flat.
much would you prefer?
None. Never rub another man's rhubarb.
should have gotten with a less attractive lady. Then.
Yeah, well, the thing is like
part of the deal.
you know, she's a mid-40s unit, and you know,
My God.
she is. So am I. You know,
40s unit.
Mid-40s unit.
That sounds like something Sarah would say.
but she can put that shit on. You know, she can put that shit on, and she has a sexy nature about her. Like, I think it's all the modern dance shit. Like, she moves in a way that's she's aware of her body and her physical form. So, we went to the beach. I'll talk about it a bit more when we get to my nerd week. But so I'm a disaster, right? Just generally speaking, I'm like a dog chasing cars, you know. And she is like, well, wait, before you, because I'm just going to go on a walk. That's what I do at the beach. I go on a walk.
I mean, that's what it's to do at the beach, even not swimming.
Yeah, well,
What else are
sometimes
you
people like to
doing?
sunbathe, read a book, whatever.
Maybe.
What about drinking?
Drinking, people do that. People do that for sure. So I
Oh, I missed this.
yeah, me too. And I'll tell you, like, I mean, if you know, I'm in a different place in my life now, but if I was in a younger place, just sitting out on the beach, as long as the sun wasn't sitting right on me like a fat girl on my neck, some drugs and the beach would be a great.
I mean, yeah, that's also the time. You need to watch it, though. So you don't fucking drown.
I miss
well, no,
drugs.
just sitting and watching and listening.
It depends what you're doing. Sometimes you end up not sitting.
Yes. The type of drugs that I played around with when I was younger.
Makes you sit.
It's sit down drugs.
Sit down drugs. not uppers.
Yeah, I believe Farrell likes the stand up drugs. I like the sit down.
Coke, meth, speed.
Yeah, I like the sit down
Yeah,
drugs.
those are the stand up drugs.
But you know, I'm 40. I'm also 45-year-old unit, and I just can't be fucking around like that either. So anyway, I'm out there on the beach, and I'm getting ready to go for my walk, and she stops me, and she's like, "I gotta spray you," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's part of this." So I stood there, and she sprayed me.
It looks like she missed your whole face.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
We'll get there in a minute. So
I already asked.
she sprayed me down, you know, so to speak. Arms, legs, head. She has a stick that she uses for my face.
I would take that back.
Yeah, well, I'll get there. So let me just fast forward. I was at a softball game, and it was 66 degrees, and I was like, I'm not going to get sunburned. It's 66 degrees out. Sun's not even close. Sun's not even close enough.
Because temperature and sun exposure.
Sun's
Same to him.
It's like sun's not even close enough to burn. Whoever got fucking, you know what I mean, sunburned in December.
In Bobby's mind, sunburn is like the earth is an oven. It's got a little too hot.
Yeah. It's getting toasty.
So anyway, but it was cold enough where I had my fucking hood on. So now I have a sunburn like this, where it looks like a shy guy showed up without his mask. And you know, in the fucking
you know what a
Sahara.
shy guy is.
You know, the little guys, the
Mario
brothers, they were like red. Doesn't matter. So rewind the clocks back to the beach. So then the kids are like, well, fuck, we want to play in the water. So Laura sprays them all down, gets the stick out, wipes all their faces with the stick, so to speak, and fucking does it all. Kids play a little bit. She sits down. She's gonna soak up some rays. That's her favorite thing in the world. Soak up some rays and listen to the water. She could die right there. Although, speaking of death, she said one time on a vacation, one of the most romantic things that she's ever said to me, because she's not a romantic at all, and neither am I. I'm a fuckantic, you know what I mean? But like, but she's not good at like verbalizing feelings and all those sorts of things. So she said, one day they'll find our bodies next to empty bottles playing the best music they've never heard.
Mars.
And I was like, God damn, that's sounds beautiful. Anyway, so she sits down, soaking up some rays. Kids are in the water long enough where the kids come back from the water, sit on the beach too to soak up some rays. They also enjoy that. And I walk usually a half hour out, half hour back. Sometimes 45 minutes, but today is going to be a half hour. while I'm gone. So I noticed this dude watching her spray us, like, you know, and he was solo, and he was watching, like, intently watching.
That's
you know,
awkward.
it was strange, but I noticed it, but I was like, you know what, new leaf, you know, like I'm not gonna, hey pal, you know, like, because that's 5 years ago I'd have been like, fuck you looking at, but I didn't. And so anyway, he came up to her and was like, I watched you put lotion and suntan stuff on all your family, but no one did it to you. Do you need someone to do it to you? And Laura was like, no, I got it. Thank you. And the kids, like Selena and specifically, like starts bugging out. She's like, ew, 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 gross, ew. The guy leaves the beach. Like,
I mean,
Well, yeah.
one would, one should.
I think that's the rules. If you take that shot and get turned down, you have to leave.
yeah.
But like did he think you were her brother or something? I don't understand.
No, he saw his window of opportunity. I went for a
Is
little
that
walk.
Window opportunity.
She probably thought I was a retarded son. Being dressed the way I was on the goddamn beach. She
And
was
being
probably
sprayed down just like the other kids.
This fucking guy isn't right, you know? It's too bad she got stuck taking care of him for his whole life.
Did he think you were like walking back to Maryland?
maybe.
That's
eventually,
an odd
this
choice.
person on foot will return.
Yeah, I mean, she's also with 3 kids. Like, this person wasn't thinking.
So I honestly think that this wasn't like an intent to date or anything like that. This was like, I could rub this woman for 10 minutes and then leave, and that would be a great day for me. I really think.
I think there'd be a secondary after that.
Yeah.
But personal.
Correct. Secondly,
There still might have been that anyway.
yes,
yeah. Secondly, I'm working on a Bobby Boogie Bop for next month, and I'm doing Onyx.
Okay.
Slam.
ONYX?
Yes, the same. Slam. Da, da, da. You know, big, huge record, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so I've been listening to a lot of it. I entrenched myself in it for Bobby Boogie Bob. I listen to it. I re-listen to it. I watch interviews. I try to track all the information down that I can. These motherfuckers are robbing everybody and killing everybody. I'm like, God damn, maybe I'm getting old, but I need a break from you motherfuckers, like screaming in my ear, talking about everybody that you're going to hurt. But I always like to do like the big like anthem record as the opener, and then the most like introspective, meaningful record as the closer, right? Yes. So Michael, you close with Man in the Mirror. Prince, you close with Purple Rain. Yep. Like Guns N' Roses, you close with November Rain.
Yep. Rains,
et cetera, et cetera. So The Who, you close with Rain on Me. Or Rain O'er Me, which is a weird way to write it, but the British, right? Yeah, Oa Me, Rain Oa Me. Anyway, so I'm putting together my playlist, and I'm like, these motherfuckers don't have anything. And I just got to find another one where they're robbing, killing some motherfucker that's that feels like a closer, you know. But it was just this.
Isn't killing somebody the ultimate closer?
Well, it's funny because in my head I was like, man, like I feel old right now, and not that I still love that music, and I was listening to it, I've been playing it, and enjoying it, but I was like, God damn, I need a break from all this robbing and killing, Robin Vic. Anyway. So, let's see. Joey, you got your coffee first. I'm a little out of practice. Farrell, how was your nerd week?
I don't even know. How long has it been?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What did I do? I don't think I did anything. I tried to watch, and not that it was bad, but I just wasn't in the right headspace. Wakanda 2.
Uh-huh.
Fine so far.
Yeah. How far are you?
About an hour.
Oh, okay. So you're fairly far.
Yeah. I was watching it with Ringworm,
Okay.
and I think both of us just were like on the phones, and I was like, I'm just going to turn this off.
Yeah.
You're like,
Give this a shot later.
you're like, this dog can actually say no. Listen.
Yeah. So, I don't know what that was about, because I don't remember anything being off with it. Like it felt like a fine
Yeah.
Marvel movie.
I mean, that's that part of our.
Yeah. Well, so like I think it's. I just think it's a shining beacon in Phase 4. You know, it's like because it feels like a fairly good Marvel movie from Phase 1, 2, or 3, which automatically puts it on a pillar of excellence for Phase 4.
Yeah. I think we were just hopeful that it's an upward trajectory, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean unfortunately the MCU has become kind of a grind.
Yes.
Well, you're
I mean,
almost.
we told you that.
You're almost there now.
Yeah. I was hoping that the high, because I'm watching it so close together, that I don't have years of like in 9 months you get a terrible movie and then you wait 9 months for another. Like,
But you're grinding through hours back to back of bad things.
Yeah, but I was hoping the high from a couple of the good ones kind of propelled me forward.
Yes,
and it was like immediately I was like, oh, this one sucks.
Yeah.
And I want to do something else.
They need to plot a graph of like the up and down of the movies. We should do that.
Yeah, it's pretty. They could have not made a lot of them.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
It probably would have been.
They wanted some money.
Yeah. They wanted some money.
Yeah, it's
Right?
just-
That's
Like, what are we gonna do, guys? I don't know. Do we have any suits lying around? We can throw a motherfucker in.
it's like-
Tell that motherfucker to do a push-up or two and jam this suit on him.
I watched Nuremberg.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
You're not familiar with the trials?
The movie.
Oh yeah, so it's about the trials.
Okay. Wait, is it new?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
A year and a half. It's on Netflix.
Is that new? Is that considered new now? I don't know what's new anymore.
That's new enough for me.
Okay.
It was. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's new. Let me see who was in it, so I don't make any mistakes here.
Win it.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm assuming.
Russell Crowe.
Oh, definitely.
Drinking and smoking and fighting around the world.
It's funny how people just become these caricatures. Like it's so powerful. Like fucking Matt Damon. It's like,
Yep.
bruh.
It's true.
And they had nothing to do with it. It's just someone came up with a trope so hard
It's true.
that their entire life has been defined by
That's it. That's it. You're marked. And they've got a lot of names on their jacket that they've done that to. Like those South Park
Yes.
guys in particular.
Yes.
They have a knack for it.
Yes.
This guy Rami Malek.
Oh yeah, he's whatchamacallit?
I'm gonna lick these nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's face is so fucking.
I've seen him and stuff.
Yeah, he's one of Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
No, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's some kind of Egyptian, I think.
I think there's.
Is that important for the story?
No, he said he looks. I think
How many
he said-
different
he
kinds
said
are
He
there?
looks that way because,
I
like,
think
sometimes
this
when you expect to like see a white guy and they don't have white guy features, is off.
No, I think it's just the
To me, anyway, because I'm racist.
the bags under the eyes. Is the, you know, he looks very tired.
Yeah.
Well, I see. Yeah, a lot of to me like it looks a bit off. Like white passing, not white people. It takes me a second to adjust.
Okay.
Hey, we are not a monolith, Joe.
I know. That's why it takes me a minute to adjust.
I hate that phrase so much. Like, no one is, but we always speak in those general terms. So how about instead
My
of saying,
people.
how about instead of saying we're not a monolith, just stop speaking in general terms?
Yes. Sounds about right. Because we saying just by saying we, you're already fucking encompassing that shit.
Correct.
I don't know why we had to bring racism up while it's a minor.
Yeah, I know why.
Because you're racist. So it was an interesting movie. So Russell Crowe plays Hermann Goring,
Okay.
who's like second in command of the Nazis. So I don't know how accurate it is.
I mean, it's a big shadow to be underneath, to be number 2 on that list.
That's true.
Can you imagine?
I know.
You're like keep trying to tell. You're like, look, I'm the number 2 guy, and they're like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
It's part of our greeting to mention the first guy.
Whatever, Gregory.
Could you imagine? Like you would never get anything that you thought you wanted because like literally the greeting is mentioning that you're number 2.
Yeah. Hey, something I should probably get out in the open straight away. You've heard of the SS, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Glad that we're making an impact. A lot of people don't believe this. I'm the number 2 guy. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no. No. Look at these black and white speeches where he's yelling so angrily. That's me right there. You see it? God,
You see me hand him water? He trusts me to give him water.
yeah.
You came first, you're last.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's true.
So it was an interesting, and like I said, I don't know how historically accurate it is. I imagine it is because it was filmed. Like it was the original trials were recorded, so you can't really get a whole lot of grace to change it. But it was kind of weird. They got him in like a logic trap, which feels like a weird way to be like, you're guilty.
That's how you treat an AI, I guess.
So like he's like defeating he's winning. Goring is winning in the whole like questioning him, saying like he wasn't involved, he didn't know about that. You know, like how could I possibly know what was happening 800 miles away? And the American prosecutor fails, and of course like the fucking British one stands up. He's like, I got this, and gets him with the whole like, okay, well if you did know about it, would you have said Hitler was wrong? And he's like, no.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, guilty.
That'll do it.
So it was just kind of weird.
Can you imagine? That's another hard thing to do, right? You're being a Nazi and you're trying to kind of prove your like shit. Like, listen, hear me, hear my side for once.
So yeah, I didn't really watch a whole lot else. I did some gambling.
Of course.
Nice.
As one would.
Yeah.
How'd you make out? How'd you fare?
Pretty good day.
Nice.
Recently. Like almost $2,000 up, which was nice.
Oh, this makes some noise.
Immediately gave it all back.
No, yeah.
But it was nice to hold on to it.
It's a nightmare!
For like 24 hours, I was like, look at all this. And then I was like, here, you can have it back.
Well, at least as long as you're not under, to me, like you
Yeah, and I didn't
this is the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't give it all back.
Like even if you walk out after like several hours and break even, it's like you had several hours
Yeah, I
of
mean,
fun.
it is entertainment for me.
Yeah. That's what
I don't know about other
I think that some people really see it as like a fucking
Job.
little venture of like investing. Like collecting this stuff. Some people see it as investing.
Yeah, my buddy Molina, he talks about it like, you know, like I'll be like, what are you gonna go gamble? He's like, it's not gambling what I do. You know, that's how he talks about it.
So I did trivia last night.
Yeah.
Did you do the trivia last week too?
I don't think so.
Can't remember that far.
I don't remember that part. I don't think I did, though. It's possible. No, because I made mention that I hadn't drank in like a week and a half, and there's no way I would do trivia sober.
Why would you go to a bar sober?
Well, apparently people do.
To play trivia?
Yeah.
Oh,
They have,
you're not doing it for the love of the game.
They have dinner and like a Diet Coke, and they play trivia. And I'm like, that's boring.
Like, I just love a really good fountain soda.
Yeah, just get hammered like the rest of us. What are you doing? So
can you hear me? How fucking bad it feels to be the sober one and still lose at trivia to some drunk fuck.
yeah, to me,
Yeah, right.
And
You're trying to have an edge by being sober, and then you just
I'm yelling at some 20-something-year-old girl.
Like,
at the
it was
top of my-
Gregory. I knew it.
and then I go up and collect my prize afterwards. Like, this guy's fucking hammered. So yeah, she got banned.
oh, finally.
Yeah,
So you found out last night that she got banned?
yeah. I found out last night.
And how long has she been banned for?
2 weeks.
Oh, since you were there last.
Yeah. So apparently, the girl that runs trivia called the general manager or whatever
After that incident night, okay.
and was like, "Hey, this girl needs help, and this kind of stuff happened." And they all got together and like, "Oh yeah, ban her." Like, we don't have to help her. We're a fucking bar
you-
restaurant.
Right.
Get help. Out of here. Somewhere else.
Right.
We can help her by not allowing her in here.
Right.
So that's
Wow. And she's been going for years, I guess.
I mean, I guess I don't know.
I mean, you've been there for years, and you've known her for years.
No, I've known her I've known her parents for years.
Okay.
Yeah. I've only known her in the biblical sense for a couple of months.
Nice.
No more.
No more. No more. I don't know. I think that might be. If this feels weird that I don't have.
I mean, that's fine.
I think I drank too much last night.
Yeah.
You drank till like was about 7 hours ago?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I don't know. It's 10. It's 10. You showed up at
I've
10.
been sober for 10 and a half hours.
Okay. You just been sober for 10 and a half hours, or you stopped drinking for 10 and a half hours?
That one.
What's the difference?
What I say.
Perfect.
Yeah. What about you, Joey?
I less things on my watch, but a lot of fucking stupid musings. So, so just dumb thoughts. This one I titled "Authorized Necrophilia." Let's start with that.
Okay.
So you can.
Who has the power to authorize such things?
Yourself. I think that was my question. We were looking at corpse. I mean, that's a weird way to put it. But I was around corpses, and we were talking about donating organs and stuff. And someone was like, "I just want to donate just one organ. Can I put down? I just want to donate my kidney. Or I don't remember which." She's like, "I don't want to donate nothing else. No, I want to keep my eyes." I was like, "That's interesting, but that's your prerogative."
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, you can donate your body to science. You can donate your body because it's your body technically. Even after you die, you can tell people what to do with it. I'm like,
Sure.
Can you be like, I'll let someone fuck me after I die? What do you think about that?
So I think it's.
I'm lost on
I
this.
think it's. I think it's.
I'm sorry.
I think
I told you that I have musings.
So I think it's
about
tricky.
stuff
I think.
sometimes.
I think that like a woman has an easier job of saying that than a man, right? Because it's going to be hard to get my dick hard when I'm dead.
Rigor of the mortis.
Yeah, remember, we checked and it was like no rigor, and it was like all mortis.
I mean, it's just the general concept of it. Like, can you will your body to be allowed to be used? Because necrophilia is like illegal, right? Because like it's a infringement of someone's body. Or
Sure.
desecration of a corpse or whatever.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
if you're like, yeah, I'm cool with this. Let someone who has this fucking fetish like go on with his life.
Yeah.
You think that should be allowed?
No.
So I'm okay with it in theory.
And
The problem is the sanitary element of it.
right. I understand. I'm talking about just the pure concept of it. 'Cause I think some people would just be like flat no.
Concept of it, I'm okay with.
You're okay with it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
No.
No? Which part? Which I need to know. Is it not okay for the person to authorize it, or is it not okay for someone else to do it, or is that it's not okay for us as a society to allow that kind of thing?
Yeah, a little column A, a little column A.
Can you imagine? Like, I was like, dude, I'm dead and still getting my dick sucked. That shit sounds great. But of course, it's going to be some dude, you know. Like, no girl is going to be into that.
You never know.
Yeah.
People have weird fetishes,
Yeah.
guys and girls.
That's
it might
true.
Be less girls, but like
I feel like it's much less girls.
it is, but they're out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking about the, how much control do you really have of your own body? Are you allowed to do things like that? Because like we don't allow people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Right. Even euthanasia is a hot topic. Some places allow it. Mm-hmm. Like
Where? I'd like to go.
yeah, same. Right. But it's like you have to pass psych evals and all that stuff, which is understandable. Right? You're making sure that this person is of sane mind. He doesn't want to fucking be here no more.
Right.
Like someone with terminal illness or whatever the fuck. But we don't let people do the cosmetic amputations, right? People get in trouble for that kind of thing.
Some I feel like.
That's clinical. That's not cosmetic. I would say.
They allow cosmetic amputations.
They let you cut your leg off.
The third leg.
That's what I'm saying. It's very
That's
limited.
the only one.
That's like you can't voluntarily have your arms or legs cut off or go blind. Some
Shows you
people
how much
blind themselves.
people hate dick, man.
The only one will let you cut off.
So yeah, we think about the whole. We don't have to get in the whole abortion thing, but the whole like body autonomy that we talk about, like, doesn't seem to actually be all there.
Yeah, well, I think there's like, because there is, I think in some regard, it can have a hindrance on society, right?
So a bunch of people just cut their arms and legs off, but it's rare though, right? It's
Sure, but still, it's like, dude, like you're slowing everybody up. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because you're
Because
on
you have a disability.
Yeah,
Well, you're not allowed, that should be a thing. You're not allowed to be on disability if you do this shit.
But yeah, that you shouldn't be able to get a handicap license plate.
Right.
You know, like and you shouldn't like. So now you're walking through. You're walking through the airport, and you've got this like bionic leg, and and you're setting the fucking thing off, and now they got to bring in extra people and make sure that you're trying to explain the leg situation, and but now you're just holding up the line,
Everybody.
and it's like just for you to feel whole. Ironically,
yeah. But
so you said they do testing to make sure that you're of sound mind, judgment. Can those two things exist?
I mean, like for euthanasia, it can be. So, like, why?
Yeah, but if you're cosmetically, so there's no reason why you're removing an appendage.
Yeah, because like euthanasia, dying is an actual function, right? Like,
so if you're removing an appendage for no reason other than you're like, I think one-armed people are fucking awesome.
Yeah, or like this arm doesn't feel like part of my body.
That's what they say.
They feel like
is that of sound
mind? Yeah, exactly. I agree with you that like you can't pass that test and get your arm cut off.
What if it's an affliction? Would it be really fucking bother the shit out of them? They can't.
But then
God, remember when people wore affliction clothes? How obnoxious was that?
But that's not cosmetic then.
That's
like if you had like they don't know why you're experiencing so much pain in your arm. Mm-hmm. Right, they can't find the
you never been so in pain that just cut that shit off. I mean, it's a saying, but you don't actually.
But that's not cosmetic.
Yeah.
Right, and then it gets into a really weird gray area because if they can't find what's the cause of the pain, then is it just?
So maybe cut it off and you still have the pain, and
then you get phantom pain,
right?
But
that's the real Phantom Menace.
Make a movie about that.
But so no, you don't want people to be able to fuck corpses that people are allowed to.
So if we allow this,
I mean,
I like how you're saying it. Like we do have control. Over it.
Like because this is about letting somebody else. It's not about us or us wanting to do it. It's about letting someone like have their own will to be to allow it.
But if we allow it, right. Any corpse fucker needs to have like a tattoo on their forehead so that I'm not accidentally hanging out with a corpse fucker.
You need to know.
And like it's got to be a scarlet letter.
But it's legal. I mean, it's consensual.
I feel like I do feel like you have to disclose it to the people you're intimate with.
Yeah, everybody.
But I don't feel like you have to disclose it to everybody. What you do in your bedroom is your business.
Right.
But when you're bringing
your bedroom, now you got to bring a body in. Or you're going to a facility.
You're going to a facility.
Yeah,
I assume.
I'm just using the word bedroom loosely. Like what I do in the trucker's bathroom is my business.
But you have to disclose, even though it's like because I'm saying like in this fucking weird world, we're not talking about diseases. None of that matters. It's just there's just the philosophical like morality of it.
Yeah. So I feel like even in just the philosophical morality of it, that's something you need to disclose. Tell somebody? I feel like if you're going to be intimate with them, like this dick has been inside a dead person. Mm-hmm. And are you down to hop on?
Also,
so that, like I don't normally kink shame,
but that's where you draw the line.
I think I have to kink shame that one.
I thought we were always okay with whatever consensual adults allowed themselves to do.
I'm okay with whatever consensual adults are.
But the problem is the dead person
this guy is
doesn't have the ability to remove their consent.
Oh, what if they had like stipulations, like you had to be like a certain height and weight,
just like sperm donor or sperm receivers,
a certain BMI, and like you had to like squeeze those things when you like walk in.
You don't get to do that with the organ donation. You can't be like, I only want my kidneys to go to someone between the age of 20 to 25.
Why can't you?
Yeah, but in this fiction,
what is I'm saying? Like,
but in this fictional spectrum, I'm saying we alter the rules.
You allow some actual autonomy.
Yeah, you got you can give like measurements, like hey, you got to be 34, 30. You know what I mean? 32.
Well, I don't imagine there that. Well, I wouldn't know. I don't imagine there being that many necrophiliacs out there.
Are you trying to tell us that you want to fuck a dead body?
Oh
no, but it's okay. even so. But theoretically,
I want to fuck a robot. I want to fuck a robot. Is that the same?
Hold on.
The same?
No, it's not the same. Theoretically, I want.
It's a dead thing.
No, it's
never.
It's not a live thing.
Oh, okay.
It's different. I fucked an alligator puppet.
That's true. You fucked the couch too.
I fucked a couch. I fucked a pillow. Fucked a pillow. So to speak, I fucked a lot.
I think most men have at a certain age.
Shit, man. Now I forgot what I was going to say about that. So theoretically, right? Like, the audience is if you're saying, look, I'm down for my body to be used for other people's sexual gratification after I'm gone for a certain time, I would imagine, right? Because like at a certain, you start decomposing.
Yeah. Unless they preserve you for fucking.
If that's possible, then okay. Given whatever the circumstances are, you're already cutting down. So there's two questions here. As the donor, are you doing this because like as a job, like a service to humanity,
service.
or are you doing this because you're into it too conceptually?
Oh, the idea of it.
Correct. So if you're into it conceptually, I'm okay with you putting stipulations on who gets to use it. If you're in it to service mankind, you're already the swath that you're cutting is so narrow.
Yes.
Then you got to just open it up for everybody.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Either do or don't.
Correct.
Right. Like you.
Correct.
You gotta know.
If it's a service.
Yeah, because I would imagine like I'm gonna be dead. And
If it was a famous,
let someone get off.
If it was like the Make a Wish Foundation
Oh
in
my
reverse. Too much.
This is see. I like it. This is why I bring these ideas to this table and nowhere else.
In reverse.
I did not talk to my coworker about this. That when this thought came up, only
in
here.
reverse, where you're like, look, this is what I'm really into. But I don't want to just give it to any bloody Tom, Dick, and Harry out there, you know?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You know, I'm sorry, Farrell.
I don't like it either.
This is what happens when I have too much brain like idlement to like come up with these things.
I think you need to go back to work.
No, I've been working. I'm off now this week, but like,
There's a lot of things I don't like.
but it doesn't mean you
I don't like
won't allow
people.
them.
Yeah, I don't like the
Yeah.
idea that like people are out there like shitting on each other, like as like a thing.
They're consenting adults.
I don't like that. I
But
don't
you
like
won't,
that.
You won't not allow that.
I'm not gonna get in the
I
way
think
of
it's
it.
not allowed that it's somewhere, right? It's
Well, it's probably not allowed at most places, like by like
Yeah,
law.
like you
and
can't do
shit.
it.
Yeah, that's
You
what-
can't
by
do
law.
it at Burger King.
you would know.
Taco Bell, it is allowed. Weirdly,
Yeah, ironically.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just a morally, ethically kind of thing. That should we be okay with it?
Yeah, consenting
should
adults.
people
is-
be allowed to do that?
Yeah.
My only concern is that you can't remove consent later.
Yeah, because you did. Well,
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something you have to think about. You can't.
Yeah,
You
this
can't
is-
want your organ back after
Yeah.
you donate it.
You're all in, baby.
You can't. You can't like. Yeah. I know your organ can go wherever. It can go with some 85-year-old rich fuck. That's going to be a waste.
When you check donating for sexual gratification, right underneath there's a "Are you sure?"
For anybody? Question mark? Question mark?
Or, no. First, the next question is for service or for your own personal means, and then you check off those, and then it's like a flow chart. And then
Because there has been a thing. It's not an urban legend. It happened. I think in Germany. It makes sense. It happened in Germany. Like
goddamn Gregory.
Someone who wants to eat people and someone who wants to be eaten. That they got together, and then the guy got in trouble.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real thing. The guy like he wants to be killed and eaten, and the guy wants to kill and eat somebody, and they found each other because of the internet.
So you didn't mention the killing part.
I mean, you have to be dead to eat them.
Well, I didn't know they were like, "Hey, bro, we're sticking this out and just hoping that you die first."
I think somebody ate somebody's penis too,
Yeah, probably that makes sense.
and I think somebody
Loves to
served
be-
it to people that didn't realize it was a human.
Did you?
No, that's not the not okay part.
You ever seen the movie The Ref? It's a Christmas movie. Dennis Leary.
No, definitely not.
So I love it. It's my favorite Christmas movie of all time. But it opens up. They're at this main couple's in like a shrink's office, right? Same guy, Dr. Wu from Jurassic Park. Same dude. I always think every time they're like,
He
Dr.
was
Wu.
the only one Asian for a while.
Yeah. So he's in the,
There'd be a lot more of them in Jurassic Park.
and I think his name might be Dr. Wong.
Yes.
You know. So anyway, he's
It was Dr. Wong in like a DC thing, wasn't he?
maybe. So anyway, he's in there listening, etc. And the wife is giving this report of a dream she had that had her husband's head like on a platter that was being served at dinner with his dick in his mouth. And as like as all the guests are getting ready to like dig in, she goes, "Don't mind the penis. It's only garnish." Like, right. So I say that to say this. The funny bit of it is it pops up, so to speak, later on where in the same therapy session where she's like, "Well, I'll just go back to school and get my such and such and live my own life and blah, blah, blah." And he was like, whatever her name is, Diane. He's like, "Diane, the day you finish any commitment you start, I'll stick my own dick in my mouth." It's such a great performance from old Kev, man. Kev Spacey.
Perfect. I mean, he never said he's not a good actor.
Even better.
Jesus.
I
It's
bet he
like
does want to put his own dick in his mouth.
Even better is still the funniest thing in the world to me. Kev, I'm straight. Even better.
I think he's broken performing somewhere in Europe right now. Didn't he have a house in Baltimore that got fucking repoed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer.
It's weird. Some people got permanently canceled like him. Some people like came back from the cancelings or like never got fully canceled even though people tried.
Yeah, I think it has. And I'm watching it in real time, just like anybody else. But I think it has a lot to do with one, how you handle it, the cancellation, and two, the amount of support you have. So like Louis C.K. is back. Like
Also, like what he did wasn't. I mean, it's not good.
It-
It was nowhere near as monstrous as like.
it's not appropriate.
It's not good.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah.
But it's not like if you're like, hey man, if I'm like, look, I really like to jerk off in front of two dudes. Do you guys mind if I jerk off? And you're both like, please don't. That's a fair exchange, in my opinion. You know,
It's like, do you need someone to spray the lotion on you?
exactly. Like he didn't do. He did. Yeah. That, and she's fine to say that, but he didn't do anything other than.
Not legally wrong.
But he didn't do anything legally wrong. You know, like I don't know. But he had a ton of support. He handled it well. He just shut the fuck up. He's created his own website and started like grinding it out on his website to keep his like core audience.
He went to Europe too to perform.
Fed. You know what I mean? And now after like the storm is settled and people are like, yeah, it's really not that bad. You know, Chappelle was a big part of helping that. You know, because he did that whole bit where he was like, you know, if you can't say no, you may not be built for Hollywood. You know, like
I think he's gonna have a Netflix thing.
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's back. He's back.
Falling back. Yeah. And like he's super fucking talented.
And
He's
he's
fucking
incredibly funny.
What's also like if you're funny or you can dance.
You can beat women if you can dance, I believe.
You can hit Rihanna
Yeah,
if you can dance.
yeah. You gotta be able to dance your ass off though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Backflips and all that.
yeah,
for the greats,
yeah.
we'll allow a little.
But
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey, I feel like was one of the greats in terms of acting.
Can't dance
But
though.
Not funny either.
Well, and I think
So he handled it poorly.
Well, and I'm still
Like his- oh, he was
comes
so
up.
bad.
This comes up on here from time to time, and I should probably do more research into the matter because I have such a fucking
we'd like to talk shit here without.
opinion on it. But like, there was this report of a 14-year-old boy at a party. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But there was some discussion as to how much of that was true, right? So if I'll say this, if anything regarding that story is true,
Oh yeah,
monster,
yeah.
right? All the other stuff, like inappropriate, dickhead, you know what I mean, moves, like, you know, the power play of using your power to influence sexual gratification. But once again, all of those dudes that I saw in that fucking documentary, I believe in my soul, they were perfectly comfortable telling him, go fuck yourself.
Right.
You know? And if that's the exchange, like, you don't deserve to lose your house over you being like, hey man, I'm gonna get the script made, but you're gonna get this dick made. And you'd be like, Kev, go fuck yourself. To me, that's even if you swing on them,
Yeah.
I'm good with that too. But to be like, hey, you lose everything now because you tried to make this play. To me, it's like it doesn't. The punishment doesn't fit the crime for that. 14-year-old boy, different set of circumstances. Grown, jacked dudes that I would be afraid to say something to, you know, in a dark alley. Nah, Kev gets striped in my book for that because he's got balls.
So not to interrupt yours, but have you seen this wrath of female teachers getting caught sleeping with?
It's insane.
I'm seeing fucking
It's left and right.
articles all over the place.
I mean, I think it's just like has always been a thing, and people just never talked about it. I remember how many fucking teachers we knew when we were in fucking middle school and high school.
Yeah, but I didn't know. First of all, I
knew. I mean,
I only knew like one hot one.
No, there were fucking students. I knew fucking teachers were fucking students.
I didn't.
Oh, is it just that's normal to me?
I didn't. I've never.
Of both of like male teachers fucking.
So male teachers, I just anytime there's like some cruddy sex shit, I'm like, yeah, of course it's going to be the dude. Like, you know, I'm willing to go out on that branch or that limb and believe that. But all of these like relatively hot teachers that are fucking young dudes, and so here's my thing with that. Like, I think as a society, we need to throw the bullshit flag, man, and be like, look, bring these two people into the courtroom. Look at her. And look at him. Does anyone in this courtroom think that young boy is a victim?
You don't know the. I have this like.
Does anyone?
I do.
And I'd be like,
I do.
Okay. No. Clear. Next case.
The psychological damage is like you can't. Like I understand the funny part, and like I would have loved to fuck a hot teacher as a
Are you
young
dumb?
lad. I don't think it's right. There is.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's right. I'm using my words very specifically. Do you see a victim?
I do.
I do not.
Yeah, I think that guy is
don't
going to
know.
have some fucking baggage from.
Man, hell no. I don't know one 17-year-old that got.
I think you're talking about your ass.
I don't. When I was 17. Oh God. Not only did I not know anybody that would have gotten fucked by a hot teacher and been like, oh, the damage, the trauma. I don't know
it's
one.
not surface level like
I
that.
don't know one now. What's the trauma?
It would fuck you up on like your view on sexuality.
Why?
Why is it wrong the other way then? Why is a hot male teacher and a girl female student who wants it? What's the difference?
Because I'm not. Because for one, playing the odds, every man I know, there's an element of manipulation that goes in.
Why is there no manipulation on the?
Because every 17-year-old I know wants to fuck a hot teacher.
What? So you don't think underage girls want to fuck a hot male teacher?
I don't think it's the same. Let's just stick to this scenario.
Yeah.
Why?
Why what?
Why is it wrong?
Okay.
No. Not why is it wrong? Why is he damaged? I understand why it's wrong.
Yeah. I just think people's psyches are not as surface level as that. Oh, he wants to fuck a hot chick. He fucked a hot chick. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I think actions have things that deeply seeds in who you are as a person. We all know that like trauma or anything that happened to you at a certain age when you don't understand will have a lasting impact.
I can say that it can have a lasting impact because you're 38 and still jerking off to it. But that doesn't make you a victim.
So what makes it a victim when a underage girl wants?
Let's just stick to this. Let's just stick to this.
No, because we're comparing the same thing. Because if we're going to talk about humans in general. I want to talk about humans in general. So if it's okay for one, then it's okay for the other.
So I can't say for sure because I'm not a woman. However, what I hear when I listen to women, because of course I listen to women, Joey, but when I hear them, they always talk about the power play that's so important with sexuality regarding them, that men use power against them. And they have seemingly unitedly said it's a problem. So cool. I'll take your word for it. But I don't know any, like, I don't know. I don't know one. Look, I'm being honest. Like, I don't know one dude ever in my life, heterosexual dude.
You don't think that dude is fucked up? The kid that had the fucking, because I watched the documentary on that shit too. That kid that had a fucking kid with the teacher. And
Had a kid?
After
Had a kid is different.
After she got out, and then they were still together, and she was manipulating him the whole fucking time.
Had a kid is different.
No, but like he was Stockholm's by her basically. He was with that lady till she died.
I haven't seen a documentary.
It's a very famous case.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I haven't seen it.
That kid is that person. That man is not right.
All right. So I'll go out on a limb and say for every 10 million cases, there's one really fucked up incident.
So don't we generally make rules like that? Like for everyone who can drive at 80 miles an hour, the one guy who drives at 55?
Yeah, it's not one guy. We lose 65,000 people a year to car accidents.
Right, I'm saying we make rules.
And 80% of them are women drivers.
but like so it's not one guy, right? Like we might lose one guy to like cleaning his gun a year and shoots himself in the leg. But we're like, hey, it's one guy.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like one turnip fell off the truck. You don't stop the truck.
So
you lose a case of turnips. Turn around and get the turnips.
My thing is like, young males that have an overactive sex drive, and it doesn't always slow down for people. Some people keep that going.
Mm-hmm. Here.
Yep.
So them being with people their own age, that's one thing. But having an adult who is taking advantage of somebody in that time, that development period where it's just hormones raging and everything like that, that feels inappropriate.
Oh, no.
Even if it's a hot female teacher.
Bro, I'm not arguing inappropriate.
You know,
it's clearly inappropriate.
So yeah. So
I think there's damage to that.
So I mean, I can kind of see where Joey's coming from with this, because like, you know, while I was sexually active at 15 years old,
It was with other 15-year-olds.
It was with other 15-year-olds. And it was learning at the same time, speaking the same language. If it had been a 28-year-old woman, I don't know how that would have affected me.
And that's 100% a power dynamic.
So you don't know, because it hasn't happened. But all I can do is make a guess.
Yeah, I think I'm just erring on the side of caution that I'm guessing that there could be.
Hey, you know what? There's also consequences to actions, right? So let me back this out. Let me back this one step away. We had a teacher named Miss Cassell. I remember her name. You know what I mean? Fat ass on it. Like, you know what I mean? She put the rabbit in Zootopia to shame. And let's say that there's some truth. I don't believe you. I disagree. I fundamentally disagree. But let's go out on a limb and say there is psychological damage that's done to a young man by having sex with an older woman. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Only woman in power, also.
In power.
Yeah.
Fine. Even better. But
I'm not denying fantasy.
Let me finish.
You know?
Yeah. So even if that is true, let's go out on a limb and say it is. I still don't know one person that wouldn't have been a willing participant at a young age. And to me, there is some personal accountability to that.
Well, that's part of the problem, is that, like, if you're underage, your personal accountability is severely diminished.
It is diminished. Severely is the word I would argue.
I mean, how old?
So I can tell you,
when I was about 14-year-old and 17-year-old.
When I was 15 years old and I had Miss Cassell was not overpowering me. Mm-hmm. You know, so like, was there a power dynamic? Sure. Was my power diminished because of our standings, age, just in terms of age alone, let alone the fact that she's my teacher, she has control of my grades, etc. You know what I mean? Those elements, because they could theoretically play in too, right? Like, I need this A.
Yeah.
You know? She still couldn't.
Never got an A.
God, ever. No, it's not true. Actually, my fourth quarter, this is some bullshit. I wanted, just to say I did it, I wanted straight A's.
Wow.
I think we had trimesters. So my sixth trimester in high school.
Almost a baby.
Yeah, it's true. I got all A's and a B.
Ugh.
And you know what I got the B in?
If you would have fucked that teacher, you'd have gotten an A.
Yeah, I would have. And I would have too. And let me tell you something. I'd still be like, got straight A's. You wouldn't hear no crying out of me. I'd be like, straight A's one time. Food and nutrition. And I think it was some bullshit. Like, I think it was a borderline grade. They just, I just like, when you're borderline, you kind of got to be like a good student and shit. And they probably didn't think that of me. So, but yeah, I just don't know anybody that would have been like, no. And then like, okay, so if that's true and you're 15 years old, you agree to have sex with a woman that you want to have sex with, mm-hmm. right? And then at 24, you're like, oh, that kind of messed me up. Like, get back on the horse, lad. Like, I've done plenty of shit when I was 15 that messed me up, but I had to be accountable for those actions because I know I wanted to do it. Mm. I carry a lot of guilt for this car that I vandalized. I mean, a ton of guilt. I think about it all the time. If I could find the person today, I couldn't replace the car. I don't have that kind of money, but I would treat them to something extravagant. I would pay for like a vacation. I'd be like, look, I'm sending you to Myrtle Beach for a week and I'm paying for the hotel and, whatever. But I wanted to do it. At the time I wanted to do it. It seemed like fun. And I took an active part in it, and I feel guilty about it. There's still nights I wake up and I'm like, God damn, man. There's reports of this person coming out and crying over their car and everything else. I feel bad about it. But I don't feel like a victim. I have to take some accountability for my actions.
Because no one did nothing to you. You're not the victim.
I wanted to do it. I'm just drawing that comparison.
Yeah, because I think there's developmental things, like how people form bonds and intimacy later on in life, that's severely impacted by like what happens in the childhood, or like at a developmental like part of the lives. So, I mean, I'm talking my ass too, but it just, to me, it feels like that's gonna change you mentally, fundamentally, for the rest of your life.
At what point? At what age does it?
I mean, that's why people need therapy or whatever, right?
At what age does it stop?
Well, that was always my question, but like we arbitrarily put a number of 18 on it,
Right.
But like to me, it should be a 21 thing mostly, because or sections of age. Like how there's
I was gonna say,
there's
man,
like above and beyond, like above and below, right? If you're 17, it's okay to be like with a 16, 15. I don't know what it is.
Do you?
But there's
feel-
like a gap there. Like if you. We know for a fact that whatever physiologically we're not fully fucking developed till we're in the mid-20s. Our brains aren't, right? We know that for a fact. So like
Mine's still not.
Right.
we have like a physical like marker for that shit.
Correct.
But we still have it at like 18 to 21. Like you can do some things at 18, but you can't do some things at 21.
Right,
Like,
right.
all that shit is bullshit to me.
What is it? Not a girl, not quite a woman.
Oh, Brittany, get it. All she needs is time.
She's in rehab.
Yeah.
It seems. I mean, that makes noise for her being in rehab.
Hopefully
I brought that whole thing up just to say I'll be of service to all these hot teachers.
Yeah, but they're not.
You don't need to go out and catch a charge.
Yeah, I mean, and like I've even seen some. I've even seen some where they're being interviewed, like the family's being interviewed, and you can just tell the dude is like, oh my god.
There was one,
You know, like
he
like,
knocked down
like,
2 teachers.
where he's like, I can't sleep at night.
One knocked down 2 hot teachers. That's crazy.
No, he's gonna be real fucked up.
Well, we'll see how his fucking marriage and children's lives are later on in life. That's the question. That's the question.
I hear you. I just
Like,
I know a lot of people didn't fuck teachers or ruin their fucking marriages.
I understand. We try to give people the best chance, right? That's
It's just a
part of
new way for people to peak at 15.
I mean, that's also a problem. You'll never, ever fucking do anything better in your life.
Let me tell you something. If I
you'll
was
be chasing that forever.
if I was the starting running back for my varsity team,
You don't run.
that's why I said if
So we're-
in this hypothetical, we're talking about a lot of hypotheticals today.
and we went to states and won states because of me,
you
and
have
I
10
fucked
touchdowns.
and I fucked Miss Cassell, you would never hear about that football game. I wouldn't have time. I'd be too busy talking to you about this teacher I railed.
What if it was bad pussy though?
I mean, so that's where the trauma is. If you really want to talk about it, because at 15 you don't know any better. So she might put some bad pussy on you, and you don't know any better. But at 15,
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
at
you don't
15.
feel the trauma. It's only at 21 that you're like, oh god, this way better.
Blowjobs aren't supposed to have teeth. What?
blowjob
Really?
Oh, dude, I have a story about that one. I have a girl that I was like, never again until it was time for it again, and then I'd be like, this time will be different. This time, talk about trauma.
Fucking Chinese hamster ovaries. That what we talked about. I was just looking at my
Chinese
notes.
hams?
Chinese hamster ovaries. Someone had to eat them at some point, I
Oh,
think.
hamster ovaries.
Yeah, I show you guys that one drug that's like, don't take this drug if you might be allergic to Chinese hamster ovaries. It's like, hey, how do you know if you are without
Butt stuff.
Richard Gere?
When they put the
Yeah.
little critters.
Yeah. And two, like, who decided, like, let's test Chinese hamster ovaries to see if they have medicinal
Why do
purposes?
they have to be Chinese?
That's a question for the scientists.
Does a hamster know that it's Chinese?
According
Some
to,
dogs,
bro,
you can-
I've told the story, but according to my fucking mother-in-law, she can tell that a dog was Asian because of this Asian eyes.
So look,
And that's not how.
And then he showed me the dog,
And then you motherfucker.
and I was like, look. I'm not saying I would have thought that prior to this conversation, but now after hearing this conversation, I see where she's coming from.
It's a fucking is it an Akita or Shiba Inu. But anyway,
It was a Shiba Inu.
yeah, which is
That sounds.
it is a Japanese breed, but like you can't tell if a dog is Asian by its eyes because it's not a person.
But if you're looking for it, but this dog
Do you,
in particular.
do you think all things in Asia Land evolved to have fucking slanty eyes?
No, but it would make somewhat sense, right? right? Because why do people?
Is this our last episode?
Hold on, because it's not just Asians, right? Like people that develop almond shaped eyes, right? Like as it's described, like Greek, and there's a number like Persian, Iranian, the descendants thereof.
Go there, yeah.
Like there is the reason why they say, I too am not a scientist, Joey. I too am nothing of a scientist.
This whole episode has been this bullshit. It's fine.
Yeah, but they say it's like because of like windy environments, sandy environments.
So
like
you're just squinting all the time.
You want me to Google it? I'm not lying to you.
Go on. Right. No, you don't have to Google it. I want you to keep saying what you think.
I'm telling.
I don't know. It might be.
So like,
it just sounds so off.
Yeah. So like over time, like people just started developing more
naturally squinty.
Almondy is what the word I was going to use. Like the milk, but so
which is
you
not a milk.
You would thinking like if people were like that, the dog's probably irritated by that shit too.
I could not believe that. This is one of those things I'll never forget. I'll have Alzheimer's and I'll tell this story of how this lady just fucking show her a picture of dogs. Yeah, I can see why he's Asian. I can see in his eyes. I could not. My brain stuttered. I was like, what did she just say? I couldn't call her out.
I would have never. I would have never seen it before. But I can't say I felt entirely that she was wrong.
You felt like you vindicated her or something. You laughed also, and then I showed you the picture, and then you were like, oh.
And I was like, oh, poor choice of pictures.
But logically that can't.
Right.
Squinty eyes doesn't mean Asian in all things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
is that dog Asian?
That's just a squinty eye.
I just Googled Asian dog eyes.
More medical things. This drug that I've been not prescribing, but giving a lot. It's very common and popular. It's called Jardians. It's fine, but like
of the galaxy.
Jardians of the galaxy. They should fucking have a collab. That would have been amazing for the drug, but they're doing just fine. It's very expensive, and people get it because apparently it works well.
What is it for?
Chronic kidney disease and also diabetes. But here's a side effect. It's specifically like I've never heard of it.
Squinty.
No, some other eye drops will do that, but like this one, I've seen a lot of side effects, all over the place. But this one particularly just affects your taint, and I'm just like, how? It's specifically.
What does it do to it?
Severe infection and other irritations that can lead up to death.
Holy fuck!
I'm like, it's just make your fucking taint explode. How? That's like, and it's specific. It doesn't say men or women. Like, or one or the other.
Right.
The area between your genitals and anus could become infected, leading to death. That's the.
Why don't they call the taint the leg pit?
I think you're right. I think you're right, because that's what that is.
I had read something about microplastics.
Oh, in your balls?
Well, so it was. It had something to do with penile length. The size of the taint. Right, like tracking this, and apparently that has something to do. The size of the taint,
leg pit,
is connected to
how much microplastics you have.
No, I think it has to do with like the effect of testosterone and estrogen in development, and that microplastics affect that, which then affects the taint. So it's just a marker to show
for men, though, right?
I don't know.
Tainted Love, man.
I can't. Man, how did that guy die? Oh, his fucking taint.
Have you seen his taint? Dude, have you seen his leg pit?
Also, another one of the. How did they find out how many people did they give this drug to before they find out they all got infections in the taint and some of them died?
Yeah.
But people will be taking. I don't know if all these people have
about it.
Love
tainted the way I see it.
My coworkers that's been working together for 2 years found out they were related. That's interesting. It goes back to everyone is being related.
Yeah.
They were like showing pictures of a party, and they both like she was like, "Oh, look at my cousin," and then the other person, "Well, that's my cousin." And then they were like, "Oh, you talking about cousin, like real cousin?" Or
Right. Cuz.
No, there was both. They're real cousins, and they are related, and they had no idea.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep. Also weird. Like,
And they were fucking.
yeah, that's the thing. That's the fucking. They could have been.
They could have been.
Yeah, but like
And you would know.
outside of second cousins,
Oh, we're talking about morality again. How far removed are you okay to fuck?
it's not a morality issue.
Cause and effect issue.
It's the likelihood of genetic issues.
Oh, with kids,
With kids.
Like, yeah, that's why I said without kids involved. Like, if you're not having kids, I don't care if like fucking
Yeah, I don't
siblings
care.
fuck each other.
Correct.
Yeah,
but you gotta sign.
Some people are
paperwork.
really not okay with that.
You gotta sign paperwork.
You guys have do you also have to disclose to any future loved that I fuck my sister?
No.
No, you have to tell me you fucked a corpse. And you don't tell me you fucked your sister.
Don't say
Your
like it's
live
the, don't
sister?
do that. Don't act like it's the same.
bro. Wait. I need to find out where Bobby draws the line. It's okay to.
Yes, because the reason why you have to disclose it to your next intimate partner is not because of your mindset of showing them where your mindset is and what you're capable of doing.
You keep on fucking your sister.
It's to show them literally that what I'm getting ready to put in you was inside a dead person.
And you don't think you need to disclose that it was inside your sister?
No, I don't view them the same way. But I don't view them the same way.
What about your finger?
You just fingered the corpse. You don't tell him.
So like you've got your corpse fucker check sheet. It's like fingers, check.
Yeah.
Tongue. Ugh.
Oh, you have to disclose before you kiss someone that you fucking kissed the corpse,
Yeah.
but not your sister.
Not your sister.
That is so weird to me, Bobby.
What about like,
'Cause it's
kissing like your grandmother on the forehead? Does that count?
Right. Because it's just like a,
no, you're making out with your fucking sister. It's different.
yeah, I think it's mouth on
Wait,
mouth.
whoa! How do you go from kissing dead grandma on the forehead to making out with your
It's
sister?
the exchange of
What is this?
it's the exchange that was two tongues. It's the exchange of fluids.
I thought you were
There are
docking.
no
No.
fluids though; they're dead.
No, but when you so if you kiss your grandma when she's dead on her forehead,
It's not the same.
that's not the same as a
But she doesn't have saliva anymore.
that's what I'm saying. It's not the same.
Not even in her mouth.
Oh.
Right? She's been embalmed.
Yeah, but it's still
Don't they dry them out?
so here's the truth. I don't know. Because I'm not a dead person fucker.
Or an embalmer.
Yeah,
Hey.
Sometimes both.
Hey, that's a flex.
45 years old, still have never fucked a corpse.
You would probably think that's where like necrophilias go. They gravitate towards being like working with dead bodies.
Yeah, so I mean, not
Certain-
to go back to all that, but I think that the issue with it is that there is a problem with that person's mind.
The dead person fucker or the sister fucker?
Dead person fucker.
Okay, but not the sister fucker.
Well, that's a different discussion that I hope we don't get into.
We don't have to. But I'm just
like,
this
two kink shamings in one day is
Too much for you.
I'm okay with it.
I-
As long as no kids are involved, consenting adults, no kids involved.
Yeah, just consenting adults, just that part. That's all I need. That's all you need to say to me.
Well, I don't want any inbred kids to be born. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah, no,
not
yeah.
kids actively involved, but
Yeah, no,
Right.
no birthing.
Got it.
No birthing.
Got it. Yes, we're in agreement there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck. Should we move on? Or should I, more of my?
yeah, more of your
No,
insane thoughts.
Wasn't you don't think Tainted Explosion was
fucking
interesting?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Tainted Love.
There's no simultaneous. Well, because I've been watching a lot of science stuff as I've been moving away from the negative stuff, which brings up all these weird thoughts because I'm not bogged down by negativity. And I watching this thing about time and found it super interesting that there is no like definitive now for anybody, even by like a nanosecond.
Because of relativity.
Because relativity and like just the way light travels, right? When we look at Bobby, we're not seeing him at the same time. There is a split second where like light gets into my eye first before
Faster
you because I'm closer to him.
proximity.
There's also the difference of the same light doesn't enter our
Oh,
eye.
both our eyes, yes. And so like there is like
And
no.
there's also the idea of how we interpret the light being different.
Yep, and what is how we interpret time and how time is like a construct. It's like really bullshit. Like, and it's constantly being corrected by like satellites and orbits, and that they're having a different experience of time than we are down here just because of gravity alone. Even people on the Himalayas are having different times than people in New
Yeah,
Orleans.
much-
Is that New Orleans the one's underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
significantly,
super-
yeah. So like there is no now to argue about for there to be a present and future. Like that now doesn't exist. And it's like I sat and thought about that And I wasn't even on drugs.
But I feel like
thought
it's
about it for like an hour.
so like I agree, and I think that's interesting. But I also feel like it's close enough.
for most things, but not for everything.
That's how correct. But that's what I feel about like even like this isn't this isn't a solid phone. It's a bunch of little molecules packed tightly together.
Quarks.
That you know what I mean.
Up quarks, down quarks.
But let's just say for you know what I mean?
our experience.
Yeah, let's just say if I can hold it, it's real.
We have for our very specific experience of the universe, and there's no way to look outside of it because we evolved into the way we are. So it's really hard. That's why most people can't do theoretical stuff because we can't think outside ourselves. We were literally built for this specific existence.
So like let me ask you this, because I like that kind of stuff too, and I think it is interesting. But like, how does that affect you?
Me personally, no.
Okay, I was curious if there was something that you're like, fuck. Now I see something about my existence differently.
No, just philosophically speaking, just a greater understanding of what is happening now.
I just had a funny bit in my head of like,
and also time travel.
Since like the light that you're seeing me from, you're absorbing, and no one else gets it.
Yeah.
You're the only one that gets that image of me.
Yes.
And same way for you, like all right, well, I want to know what I look like to you, and then I'm like, draw it. But then I'm like, well, now is that like getting to me? Now I might be getting a fucked up version of what you.
Yes.
Like, does anybody know who I am?
Well, we don't know.
Well, you both saw I was sunburned.
Yes, but there's no way to know that everyone is really actually seeing the same thing.
Right.
Like we can both see the color purple and identify as purple, but like if I was in your brain, it might be yellow to me.
Oh, isn't
Yeah,
purple
you
the
told
one
me I couldn't see purple, but that's okay.
Purple's the one that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist. That's one of those things that it's not real. Like, and everything's a wave is
Well, so that- I mean,
always hard to wrap your brain around. And nothing's solid.
Philosophically, that's the same thing as the noumena.
Numa, yeah.
What about-
Numa? Isn't that a song?
I know, probably. I know Numa.
I think it's the noumena. That's I can't remember the philosopher, and this is going 25 years ago. That it's the world how it really is,
Yes.
right? And so we can't actually see it.
No, we can't because we
Because
only
it-
have our sensory devices.
So the only way that we can sense it is through the filter that we have, which is whatever sense that we have, and then
Right.
information to our brain. So you can't actually experience the real reality.
Right.
No, because it's too much more. Like, for example, there are all kinds of waves going through the air right now. Radio waves, ultraviolet.
that we
We
don't
don't see any of it.
This fucking wave I'm putting out. You know what I mean?
New wave?
Was that right? Was it noumena?
I was looking at the other thing.
But this in the same breath though, like it was like trying to explain color to a blind person, right? Like it's like
Yeah, you can't because they don't have the sense. If
Correct.
they were born blind.
Right.
You
That's what I mean.
cannot-
That's what I mean.
You cannot explain to them.
Yeah.
You can try.
Yeah.
It's just like how we know sharks or dogs, whatever, can sense the magnetic fields or whatever. We just kind of know that.
Yeah.
But we can't tell what it's like.
The true objective reality that exists independently of human sensory perception and cognitive structures. Coined by Immanuel Kant.
what a cunt.
I'm going to turn this on real quickly. See, this is what I'm thinking about.
Oh, I like how that's the song you were talking about, and you're asking me, is that a song?
Numa. You all know the song. Am I crazy?
I don't.
Yes. And Numa Mina.
Do you know Numa by Tool?
I have it here. I don't know the songs by names. I know the songs by the way they sound. Now we're gonna start playing music. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know songs by names. I just know the way they sound. It just made me laugh.
that is how I. Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
Yeah, great song.
Yes, I definitely know that. That's great. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know that by name, but I know I've listened to that many a times.
Yeah.
So nature, the way we use it, is
Oh, do we use nature?
Where does nature use?
Oh, I guess it's pit for paper.
but the way we use the word, I think, is not natural. If I can, how do I put this?
Why do you have crazy eyes right now?
Oh, because I'm thinking real hard.
It was windy.
No, my eyes are always like that because my ancestors were windy. Life itself is unnatural. in the fact that life is the only thing that doesn't go forth in a set specific path, right? Once a big bang happens, or you don't have to go back that far. Things happen because by momentum. They happen. There's the orbits around the sun, the moons around the planets, fucking neutrons, electrons. Everything moves according to the way they have to move, with no decision making, whatever. Life of any kind is the thing that goes against that and moves on and has its own way of doing things. And that is not the natural way. The natural way of the universe, for as far as we can see, is that you don't get to make choices.
And you move in a circle.
And you move and you orbit, yeah.
Ellipses.
Yeah.
So like the way we say nature, now I'm like, that's not natural. Nature is not natural. Because we're talking about trees and stuff being natural. I'm like, no, there's no trees anywhere else.
Life isn't normal.
No, it's not.
Because
life itself is completely
the only ones we know of.
Yeah. It's the same thing as when people are like, we need to save the planet. I'm like, no, this rock will always be here until it's not on its own accord. There's nothing we can do about this rock. You mean you want to save like people when you talk about save the earth? Because because you're not even talking about saving plants. Like, you want to specifically just save people. Because even when people die, like, fucking octopuses and stuff will be fine. The earth will be fine.
Are they octopi?
No. Octopuses.
Oh, that's very, very fucking assertive.
You
looked this up.
One time I looked it up. Because that exact discussion has come up before, and I've been like, let's get to the bottom of it.
I want it to be octopi.
Yeah, it's octopuses.
Octopussies?
No. It's definitely not
that's
that.
That's octopussy, the singular.
It's octopuses.
No, that's the single octopussy.
Oh,
if James Bond.
Oh, yes.
But there was no octopussies.
Pussy?
There's eight pussies.
It's eight, yeah. Yeah. Remember the Octomom?
Oh, yeah. What happened to her?
You know what? I don't know.
She had a ninth kid.
A rapper one time said, I'm sonning so many rappers, I should marry the Octomom.
Last of my thoughts for this week is that
it was my buddy Danger, and it wasn't rappers that he said, but I made some.
Oh, yeah. Ninjas?
No, wasn't that?
No, that wasn't ninjas either?
No. Who's out here sonning ninjas? They can fight, Joey.
This was more interesting. I wish I wasn't tainted with indoctrination so that I can appreciate divinity more. Because say
that one more time.
I wish I wasn't tainted with indoctrination so that I could appreciate divinity more. Because the more I look into the science of things, the more I'm appreciating what you've been saying, Bobby, that there's more, right? Because I'm agnostic. I'm not saying there's no God, but the more I look into it, the more I'm like, this is very special, right? Our perception of things is very special. Consciousness is very special. Consciousness is emergence as far as we know it. It's not something that exists normally. Because like you put a bunch of brain cells together, you can't describe why we're conscious just because of the sum of its parts. Right? That's why we can't define AI, because AI works the same way as humans' brains do so far, but we don't define them as being conscious yet. But like, so
I even love like to go into your consciousness and conscious emergence. I even love when like, and I might be simplifying this shit. Where you're like, that's some idiot shit. But like when they have like there's like a tribe of like a type of monkey that's like in the jungle of the Amazon, and then also one in the Congo, and like they're being, researched and watched and observed, and they're drinking water with their hands like out of the lake, and then one day one of them cracks like a coconut and uses that like in the Amazon, and then like a week later the same thing will start happening in the Congo, where like the consciousness itself is raising like across the planet.
That's somehow kind of
shit like that. Fuck, like it gives me the EBGBs, but I love it.
But yeah, I love that kind of stuff. I love emergence. It's one of the examples is wetness of water. Wetness is not a property. Wetness is an emergence. Wetness exists when you have a bunch of water, right? So wetness. It's just like consciousness can't exist without anyway. But because I do appreciate the construction and everything of it, and like, but I wish I can think of divinity without thinking of white Jesus, because I feel like it taints a more pure spirituality, and it bothers me that I can't unknow what I know. That every time I think about a higher being, I'm automatically being fucking dragged by indoctrination to think about the Christian God.
I
hate it. It makes me hate the religion even more.
Oh, see, I find some charm in it.
I feel hamstrung by it.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't. It doesn't. I don't think it. I mean, obviously, it affects me in some way. You can never like quantify it. You know what I mean? But like sometimes, if I get in my like thinking bag, you know, like which I haven't gotten.
Obviously, I've been in my thinking bag.
Yeah. Usually, I need some extra help to get in my thinking bag. But when I really get in my thinking bag, I'm like, man, like I think about like shit like Jesus, right? Like you know, and there's even like debate as to whether or not like he existed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people always talk about historical evidence, but if you look into that a lot, like there's an argument that it really comes from two sources and one of them might be copying the other ones. Like,
the whole religion was copied from somewhere else.
But let's say that it's you know what I mean, that he was a legitimate historical figure, you know, all other shit, you know, be damned, you know, water to wine and everything, who cares? But like that he was a real historical figure. Think about the impact that one human being can have. You know? Where like, I mean, people raise and destroy civilizations in your name for thousands of years. You know, like I start to think about shit like that, like just how much one person can affect the fabric of humanity.
Yeah,
has the potential to.
Yeah, I mean, I think of that. But
Muhammad, you know, same thing, right? Like, and that is a historical figure. Like that, there's no doubt about that.
That guy being
that guy existed. You know. My personal view is if you send me out to the desert with nothing to eat for a couple of days, I might, you know, come back and tell you I saw some shit too. But let's just say that just the historical figure, all the kind of supernatural or divinity or whatever, the impact that one human being has on generations, you know, it's like, to me, it's like I start getting in this like almost inspired by element of potential.
I get that, but it's just my scientific mind. It goes that because like that comes up in my mind, but I see it as a negative. Whereas like I feel like it's not enough emphasis on the guy on the people who discovered the fucking DNA or proved it, or the fucking wheel, or fucking atom bomb, whatever.
Yeah.
There's so many things that really actually impact our existence.
But I think it's
sense.
because it's not about use; it's about thought. It's when you change the way people think, right? Like
it changes the literal world of how societies work.
Yes, that's exactly what I just said. It's not about work. It's not about what it does. It's about
bullshit.
No, I don't think so. Like it's about the way people think. Like if you think, and I'm not saying that the other people don't deserve to be honored and remembered, and 100% agree with you. But like, you know, you think about like. If we're to take the story of the Bible kind of true, you know, in Jesus' impact on it, right? Like the whole like man of peace thing and like all that and the whole separating merchandising from religion was kind of like such a big deal at the time that it affected the way that people thought, right?
But like, what do we have now? We use it. People use that book and then like completely do everything opposite of that book.
Somehow I feel like we're having this conversation about who's a better person, the guy who created or discovered DNA. And that's not the conversation I'm having. I'm just saying that because a person impacted the way that people think, people remember him forever. It doesn't mean that those traditions remain true. Mm-hmm. It just means that he changed so much of the way that people thought and what he taught and what he spoke that for thousands of years, people remember him.
So you're talking about just the remembrance is the important part. Because
impact. I think impact is the word I'm looking for.
A net impact.
Yeah.
Not positive and negative. Just how much.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And then therefore the potential that you theoretically could have. Like, what if you could impact something so greatly? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that guy was as great as it gets, and he didn't help us that much.
I mean, when I say the word greatly, I'm not talking about magnitude. I'm talking about positive, negative scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when certain scientific discoveries are made, that's a net positive, 100%. Like full stop. With philosophy, like Jesus or whatever, we don't have a net positive that I can. There might be a net positive, but it's not the way it should have been, I guess.
There might be some truth. I mean, same with Muhammad, right? There might be some truth to just if you go against the grain so much, or if you disrupt the still water so much, it's never going to be all good.
But do you think either one of those figures saying that they were real, come take a look at what's going on now, that they'll be happy with what they did?
I think some and not all. Right, like if you think about the amount of if you think about the amount of poor people that are fed by Christianity on a daily basis,
and then
like,
raped.
Yeah.
Like he'd probably not so much the rape part, but the other bit he'd probably dig that. You know, if we're to believe that his words are true and that's his vision and blah blah blah, he'd probably be like, "Wow, that's amazing that like millions of children every day are being fed specifically because of me." Well, you know, but then he also would probably be like, "Well,
everyone could be fed right now. No one has to be hungry."
I don't like how the military people are being picketed by these people that are saying that God loves you know or whatever. You know, so like, I think that once you once you punch that stress ball and you really impact it, it never comes back the same way, and it goes in all directions. You know,
that's
I like to imagine my Jesus.
Sweet baby, 3 pounds 6 ounces Jesus, or Jack Corinne Jesus.
As an American Red Cross doctor.
Okay. Yes,
dude, those memes.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Bees knees. The bees knees. The memes have been like I've seen all sorts of like ER pictures, like people like coding and like and Jesus is walking in. They're like, "This way, doctor." You know? You know, it's great.
That's the one of the parts of 40K I love. How the Emperor is fucking the dead corpse, keeping humanity alive, watching all of humanity be completely opposite of what he was teaching, and then relatively recently, some Primarchs came back, some Jesus figures came back, and they were, "This is a fucking disaster, but we're gonna have to keep trying to save them because it's our job."
Right.
And I find that dynamic kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of my bullshit.
No, I love that. I loved that. I loved all of that. Every bit of it. Seriously. Love it. I live for those sorts of conversations.
That's what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
When I have time to
That one was my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I taint not about it.
we went all places.
Yeah.
Taints, Chinese hamsters,
Corpses.
ovaries,
I
corpse
still don't
fucking.
know if hamsters know they're Chinese.
I don't think it matters to them.
Yeah.
They love a good wheel, though.
I don't think they know they're in China.
Them motherfuckers. Can you imagine if life was so simple? You just see a wheel, you'd be like, "Dude, what a day I'm going to fucking have. I'm going to get in that thing and just go fucking nuts." You know, I would be on the treadmill all the time, right? Like if we
have that.
Yeah, if we found the same joy.
Some people do, and that's what they go running on.
Yeah, maybe.
Forrest Gump?
Yeah, maybe there's like just hamsters that are like, ugh, who could be bothered?
Probably.
The hamsters say, "I'm running."
But that's why we have like people like, I think they're the same as bikers, skateboarders, scooter enjoyers. I don't know what they're called.
Scooterists?
Fucking rollerbladers. I think they're the same. They strapped some wheels on them, like, "Look at that fucking pipe. I'm going to fucking ride that pipe."
POWs. Yeah, that's fair. People on wheels.
Wheelies.
But
Wheelies?
they love to look for a place to fucking use their wheels.
That's true. Every environment's
happy.
Every environment's an opportunity. But
But
at least
the person
there's
that invented the wheel and the impact they had.
The person who invented the wheel might have had the biggest impact of humanity.
is the goat.
It's fire and the wheel. Oh, those two
fire
fucking, those two fucking things.
What about the first person to masturbate?
I don't think.
I feel like that was just the first person.
I feel like
Maybe he told somebody about
no,
it.
because like,
Dude. All right, listen. I've got a story to tell.
Like, listen, just go over there.
Are you got a dick, right?
Back then, I think we all knew.
yeah, you didn't weren't wearing any clothes.
Yeah, but maybe this, maybe it's too close to like the Neanderthal times where like there's still a fair amount of like beast amount. Yeah, like where you're like, look, get that motherfucker going and just do this. Just do this to it. Grab just like this. Just do what I'm doing. And
then they start doing to each other.
It's going to be boring at first, you know.
But then it gets really good.
But then it feels like something wrong is going to happen, but it's right.
I feel like you're narrating what's happening in your brain when you discovered this.
So it's not untrue. It's not untrue. It's not untrue. I can remember. I remember like it was yesterday. I could tell you what I was looking at. My dad's girlfriend had left a Cosmopolitan magazine at my dad's house.
That cheeky little magazine.
Yo, listen. I had that motherfucker in my room, and I saw kids at school doing that movement all the time. They'd be like, "Oh, that guy, he probably," and I'm like, "What the fuck are they? Why would you just do this to it?" You know? And then I was like, "Man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that to it."
Experiment.
You know? And I was reading, and I'll never forget. There was an article about how to please a man, right? Very typical cosmopolitan shit.
Bobby Reading.
yeah.
Bobby Reading face.
Soak it up. And it was a picture that took up like the top third, landscape, and then columns of words below, right? And it was a woman bent over a sink, looking in the mirror, applying lipstick, but you see her whole form bent over the sink, like a almost like a school bathroom looking thing, but it wasn't, just like a public bathroom. And it said, "First, take him into your mouth and feel him grow." And and I had that fucking feeling of like, what's happening? Like, this is not gonna be good. Like, it's gonna. And then I was like, oh. And then I remember like sitting like in it, so to speak, and being like, I just went through the motions of sex. I can do this anytime I want.
You haven't stopped since.
Oh,
Not anytime.
yeah, not anytime. But I was like, I told you,
People yell at you in some spots.
correct. I've been pretty open about after like the first month or so, I started putting parameters on it. I was like, look, once an hour. I think I was like once an hour unless the Janet Jackson "If" video comes on.
Then as many times as I can get it out.
Then the "If" video, and then once an hour.
It's an addition.
Yes.
And then the American Red Cross Jesus got upset
Jesus is watching
Yeah.
all the time.
because you did it wrong.
It was almost blood on my hand.
He's not mad that you did it. He's just mad that you did it wrong.
right.
He's like, no, you gotta rub the taint a little.
Bro, the first time this is gross. The first time I fucking discovered my foreskin, I was
I
terrified.
don't have that
It
experience.
already sounds gross.
Yeah,
I don't have that experience.
Yeah, I'm sure for it's gross for people who don't have it or think don't like it. I know people don't like foreskin, but that's natural, as I would say, natural, right?
Yeah. But there's no
Well, like
natural.
a
There's no,
five-
But there was no fucking.
there's no natural. But
Because
yes.
I'm Asian, right? We don't have fucking sex talk with your parents. No one teaches shit. You talk to other people. You don't talk to other kids.
Yeah.
Hold on. You think?
It's an Asian specific thing.
Yeah, you think that I had a sex talk with my parents?
Same.
I feel like you had
No.
sex talk with your kids.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
so that it happens
Yes.
sometimes.
Yes. I think.
only it skips generation.
Yeah, it's a generation thing. It's a generation
Yeah.
thing.
So, like, I had no idea the difference of circumcised and uncircumcised. I had no idea for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Well into like.
But now you
my
have a
early-
catalog of dicks.
yes. So
Sure.
I didn't know what. Do you know what a circumcised dick looked like?
Yes.
I could look at one right now.
Yeah. I know it like the back of my hand. You said circumcised.
No, I said
uncircumcised.
uncircumcised.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm familiar.
Uncircumcised.
Yeah,
You're not,
yeah,
you-
yeah.
But you
I'm
know,
familiar.
you know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally as soon as I see it, I close my eyes.
I'm like this. I'm like, are we in Dune? Is it after me?
Hey, maybe it's because it's super windy there.
I think it's making a comeback though. I'm seeing more and more of it. In porn.
It is. I mean, because
it's a natural way.
correct, and the reasons for the circumcision invention don't really stand the same anymore today.
No.
So it makes sense
To not cut a baby dick.
I'm glad that I never had to make that call.
Yes.
Having 3 girls, I never had to,
Yeah.
and I don't live in, West Africa or wherever they were doing circumcision there, but for women.
But yeah, I'm not sure that's what they called it that, but I'm not sure that was
Definitely not what it
definitely
is.
not what that was. That was definitely genital mutilation.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I didn't know the difference. I didn't know what it was. I never till like I was 11 or 12 pulled my foreskin all the way back
Really?
because
Let that motherfucker breathe, dude. Live a little.
I thought that was my. It's funny not being a science guy and knowing biology and shit. For like the entire first fucking 12 years of my life, I thought that was my I thought it was like my skin suit.
Wait, what?
I thought it was the opening of my skin suit.
See, it's too much Japanese influence on you, man. I don't like it.
I thought if I peeled it back,
Kept going?
It kept going. I can deglove myself, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to pull back too far and to my innards. So I never did. And the first time I was adventurous and pulled it all the way back and see how far it went, I'm like, it stops. And it was fucking disgusting because I never washed it properly. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be gross.
I'm gonna throw up.
I feel like I can smell it.
So like, so I mean, I would in the shower, I would like open up the little pocket and let water get into it and rinse it out.
It's like one of those coconut things at the kiddie pool that like fills up and then spills.
Yes, that's what I did because no one. This is why sex ed is important. Huh? No one fucking taught me that shit.
Just hygiene.
I did.
But there's a process to dealing with all that.
I thought if I peeled it all the way back, I would like just fuck. It just kept going, and it was just like I was just.
This is not sex ed. It's anatomy.
No one taught me that shit.
Yeah, but it's tied in because of the dick. It's the same thing.
They don't talk to you about your penis and your vaginas when you're.
I don't have the other one.
So yeah, exactly. And I still had to plot my period out in fucking sex ed when I was in elementary school. I still had to get a calendar and plot my period out for the fucking year. Fucking true story.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't.
Education. I mean, I think people should know. I think you shouldn't. People know about your body. But anyway, so yeah, but also at the same time, because it's been covered for the first 12 years of my life. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, touching the ridge of it, I'm like, oh,
look what's buried under there.
Oh my god, I almost came like immediately just from touching it. It's so sensitive.
I bet.
But anyway, that's
it's also probably inflamed.
It was. I never had an like. There. Lucky, if I did have an infection, I probably would have been taught that shit. But luckily, I never had any kind of problem down there. But
well, except for this last one.
Well, that's my balls.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That's the real opening to your skin.
yeah. That. I mean, there was a hole there. I was worried. Was it going to fall out? I don't know.
Yeah.
My sack.
How are they doing, by the way?
Perfect. Yeah.
A little less than perfect, but yeah.
But yeah. So we all had discoveries as children.
Sure. Sure.
Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know where we came from of that.
You know what's funny? It sounds so weird when I think about my dad, right? Like, and how like closed off he was to communication, and this sounds fucked up, but it's a true story. You know, we got to live in my truth, right? I remember in 4th grade getting my first pubic hair, like, and it was just like a solo, like,
just a one?
Yeah, like, dude, like, coast is clear, boys, like, you know, and I was so excited. I went and showed my dad. That's a true story. And he was kind of like, well, it's come, you know, it's coming, it's on its way, you know, like but I was so like, it was like a rite of passage almost. Like I'm headed in, I'm becoming a man, you know, like whatever.
I just like the idea of that, and then also your bald head.
I'll tell you what.
One started coming out, the rest were like, hey, we're out of here.
Oh, it's like going downwards.
The curtains match the fucking carpet now, I'll tell you.
Don't respect it.
I don't know how we got into foreskin talk.
We were going down your list, but
no, we started with you talk.
Oh, yeah. Done. I don't know how I got into that.
How do we get
I was telling a joke about masturbating, yes. And then you were like, that sounds like personal experience.
Yeah. I was telling you my personal experience. Yeah. My first discovery, which was so let me
smelly dick skin.
Let me talk a little.
That felt really good. Oh my! I feel bad. Like I genuinely feel bad for people who are circumcised because I don't think they'll ever feel what uncircumcised can feel.
I know pretty good already.
So that's my thing. That's true. Also,
it's like those sensory things. You don't know what you don't know.
Correct. There's just more nerve endings in an uncircumcised dick, right? Like
it's more sensitive,
and that's why
it's been covered the whole time. It's in this little hidey hole.
Yeah, but it's not. So anyway, I don't need to go take a deep dive into it.
Like a kangaroo.
But when I was first told that, I was like, dude, I mean, okay, but
you're good.
I'm good.
It's probably better for you, bro.
No complaints.
If you were uncircumcised, you'd be every 15 minutes.
A monster.
There was no way you could stop yourself.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. So I actually I went to Hilton Head to visit my dad.
Yep.
Thank you for getting my packages and stuff. I do appreciate that.
Hey yo.
Yeah, so to speak. But it was fine.
How was the talk? We're talking about the talk.
Yeah. So the talk was not as huge. So basically what he said was, and I to my credit, I might as well just tell it. I got a wine and cheese. It's out now too. I go into a real deep dive on some of this stuff. But he basically said he's going to continue contributing to my kids' college funds. Right.
Wasn't the contention that it was only 2 out of 3?
So he didn't start the third. We started the third, and now he's been contributing to it.
Okay, because I remember that was an issue a few years back.
He didn't start. He never started one for Leia. He started one for the other two, and
just let it go.
And we had access to it, so we could all put in money or whatever. But he never started one for Leia. So we started one for Leia, and then gave him access, and then he's been using it. So anyway, he plans on continuing putting money into their college funds, and I said, sounds good. And he said, but when he dies, his wife's income is going to be halved.
Your stepmom.
My ever-loving stepmommy dearest is going to be halved. And then he said, after I pass, don't expect anything more from me.
This is what we were talking about.
That was the quote.
Yeah.
So I can pull it up and prove it to you. He kept on talking, and I kind of phased out. Mm-hmm. And I text my wife, and I was like, "Ugats," right? Nothing, like balls, nuts, right? And my wife was like, "I don't know." So she texted me later, and she was like, "Hey," she was like, "I think he meant no more college contributions after he dies because her income is cut in half." And I was like, he might have meant that, but he said, don't expect anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going through the pictures I brought my laptop, and I'm going through the pictures I scanned in and stuff, and showing him big screen versions of it, seeing if he can help me identify some of these people. And actually, it was a great help for being as kind of old as he is. He was a great help, and even a great help to an extent where it's when he started naming people, I was able to okay, I can identify that person now. And now that I see them here, that's probably their kids, and I know who their kids' names are. I can start a lot of the pieces started coming over. So I was very grateful for that. So we worked on that for probably an hour or so. And then he went and sat down in the other room, and Jaina came in. My other two were riding a horse somewhere with Laura and Joan and
stepmom.
The same. And I was in, and Jaina was talking to me. She'd be in the chatty patty. She had a whole bunch of fucking talk to me about. And I just looked at her and I was like, I've got to handle something. And she's like, what? And I was like, I'm just telling you, I need you to stop talking. I need to handle something, or I'm never going to be right.
Yep.
And she said, okay. And I walked into the room that he was in, and I was like, hey, I got something sensitive to talk to you about. And he said,
foreskins.
Yeah. Why did you have my dick meat cut off? But I was like, he was like, okay. And I was like, you had mentioned that Joan's income was getting halved, and therefore you didn't have, not to expect anything else, right? And I understand those words. I'm not trying to be difficult, and I'm not trying to upset you, but I'm asking for clarification. Were you saying don't expect anything more for college, or don't expect anything more ever? And he was like, oh no, college. There's rules as engagement as to when we both pass, how things are divvied up. And I was like, cool, say less. And walked out of it, but at least I had that.
Oh, that weight off your chest.
Correct.
Because that's what you worry about it going in.
Correct. And even if it changes, and I don't know, I'm guessing that there's rules in place that it can't be changed, but I don't understand that system at all, the legalities and blah, 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 blah. But even if it changes, at least I know that wasn't his wishes. Yeah. And that means something to me.
Yeah.
And that he thought of us, of his family, means something to me, So that was a huge weight off.
Good.
Good. Yeah. Let's see what else. we kind of went down there to sort of like, so we were expecting, this nightmare, right? Because Joan was like, look, when you get here, he's aged a lot, and he was fine. He was like, he's older.
Yeah, which happens because when you get older.
But he had a stroke in January. We last saw him in August.
Yeah.
If I didn't know about January, I'd have no idea.
You just got a bit older.
Yeah. And not even really. He looks the same as August.
You think he was specifically putting on a stronger front for you? Maybe her day-to-day that she has to help him more than he's letting on?
So Laura thinks so. Laura says that like...
That's how she would say that.
Yeah, that Laura thinks that he was really putting his best foot forward. Because Laura made some comment like, he's really getting around and he's looking good. And Joan was like, he is looking good today. Like, so like whatever, I'll take it. I don't really know what else to talk about regarding it. I go into a deep dive on wine and cheese. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But we were down there for like 4 days, which was like, I think the perfect amount of time. We did 2 days to get down there and stopped at Charlotte, and not Charlotte, Charleston.
Oh,
Charleston.
Okay.
And it was cool. Like we've been there before, but
Goose Creek.
Rainbow Row and all the shit. We've been there before. It's a cool, quaint little Southern Belle kind of town. But like, hung around, decent food, did a little sightseeing, went to an art gallery.
That's the nuclear engineering school for Navy is.
So on the way back, we went to Raleigh, North Carolina, which I'd never been to. Had some great pizza. Best pizza I've ever had south of Maryland.
What style?
South of Virginia. New York style with a little bit of like art, or what do they call it?
Artisanal
twist.
Artismo.
Is it
artisanal?
Artemis
with a little Optimus.
Jeez.
With a little yeah, but with a little bit of that to it, like but it was quite good. Surprisingly good. And Jaina fell in love with this school
in Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
What's
North Carolina State?
Okay.
So
NC State.
Yes, the same.
There's a basketball.
They have a basketball team. Yeah.
The Wolves? Are they the Wolves? I think they're the Wolves.
I don't know the mascot.
So she's going back down there for a camp that she'd already signed up to prior, like a nuclear chemistry camp.
Nice.
She'd already signed up for that prior, so she's going back down there for 3 weeks in July. So like that'll probably be the make or break for this one. And we still got a few other ones. She's in Delaware right now looking at a school. We had to go to Princeton and we had to go to MIT and I think one other one before College Park before she makes her decision. But
checking her at MIT, even though you said you're not going to pay for it.
I said no. I said I would pay. She's getting the same amount of money regardless of where she goes.
Okay, she just had to make it last.
Correct. Like
you're gonna let her sign a fucking student loan though. I mean, not that you cannot let her when she's 18, but like if bad.
Yeah. So like, here's the thing: is like I will have a discussion, but like if she really wants to go to MIT, if that's where she's like, look, this is my future. I can tell, like it's here. Like and like at MIT, like you're not even graded the first year. Did you know that? I just found that out.
Just judged.
It's just pass or fail.
Oh, pass fail, yeah.
Because all the kids that make it into that school are so fucking grade focused, and that like they do it to break them out of that way of thinking, to just pass or fail them for that, which I thought was interesting. But my gut feeling is she's going to NC State. Okay. That's my gut feeling.
I have a question. I mean, I know why kids want to go to college, partly because they're told they want to go to college and want to get a degree, but they also want a college experience, which can be good or bad.
Yeah.
But like as a person who's gone through the system and seen other people gone through the system, like just for the practicality of getting a degree or getting a good school and then maybe getting a career, there's no reason to waste money on the first 2 years of school at a non-community college. I'm just wondering why if you've thought about that, or because like you don't want to take your kid away from having that experience.
So generally speaking, Yes, I agree with you, and I'm a big advocate of community college.
I went to
this program in North Carolina starts you in the chemical engineering immediately.
Okay, that's that I understand.
Yeah.
So because I have a doctorate. My first 2 years.
She's going to be She's going to be working on a weapon in her sophomore year.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so that makes sense. That's a specific pipeline program, not just to go to school.
Yeah, correct.
When did she go from wanting to save people's brains to wanting to blow people up?
So it was when she took AP chemistry.
I know she loves chemistry. Okay, but I mean that's where the money is.
No. It just turned her out. It legit turned her out. Like she fell in love with chemistry.
Right. But the weapons part.
Oh, well,
it just happens to be a weapons thing.
Yes, it's that she's just interested in nuclear chemical engineering, and that's just where the job,
the money is.
That's where the job is. But she was like
something to say about that, but I don't know what it is.
I know, dude. It's a whole topic for me of how do I feel about her potentially being a master of death, but.
We need any more weapons anyway, but yeah.
So I talked to her briefly about it, and I haven't had that serious conversation because I'm not going to she seems super passionate about it, right? So I don't want to step on it,
Of course, yeah.
But I have asked her briefly, kind of in passing, which is, and she's like, oh, well, there's a lot of different avenues. There's some things that are there's some components of it that is just made for protecting the weapons. Not for actually building or making new weapons, but for the actual housing and protection of the weapons, which I also find interesting. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, it was skirting around it. But if in the energy sector, it would make more sense for a beneficial thing. Yeah, it's just weird because it's opposite, right? Literally, one side of the profession she was interested in is saving people. And this is... you're protecting something that's killing people. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll tell you,
there's no way around. If you're working with weapons, you're working with weapons.
So I think it all, and this is just my take.
Yeah.
I think it all comes down to power. Not that she wants the power, but she likes the idea of working on something that has a lot of power, whether it's a life or a weapon. Yeah. But like I said, I don't know. What does Yoda say? Very, very, very tricky is the future.
Yeah, I'm curious why she didn't go. Her brain didn't go into biochem.
Oh, so
of the medical appliances of.
I don't know. I know why she got out of the surgeon idea. She just started looking at the amount of schooling.
Yeah, it's 10, 12, 13 years.
And she was like, I want a family.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. So that's why she got out of that. But that's my guess is that's where she's going to end up, and I'm trying to come to terms with that. I've been supportive
of her leaving, or her.
Not her leaving, right? Because College Park, she could leave. She could live there if she wanted to.
Okay.
It's 45 minutes down the road.
Different program though.
Raleigh is 5.5 hours.
Yeah. College Park is down the road.
11 hour trip. 11-hour trip. So yeah, yep. So I'm wrapping my head around that, but wherever she goes, it's a cool town, safe. It's a very safe town. Yeah, 100%. It feels like Annapolis used to do steroids in high school. But it's cool. So, and since I've been back, I haven't really been doing much softball and shit, and getting back into the regular swing of things, and I'm still caught up on
regular
content.
Swing of things.
Yeah. She had a game this past weekend, and the first game got slaughtered 14-4.
Oof.
And then the second game, they almost threw that one away, but they ended up winning 12-8. But I think going into the last inning, it was 12-2.
Oh, okay.
And they tried everything they could to throw it away, but they retired.
So I forgot something.
Shoot.
I've been making pizzas.
Oh, that's right.
How do you fucking not talk about that at this table where we talk about pizza all the fucking time?
I don't know. Did
you get a little oven?
No. I got a pizza steel.
Okay, explain.
That's where the dough goes on in the oven.
So it's a piece of steel. Carbon steel.
Piece of steel.
Piece.
Not to be confused with pizza.
Yeah, I thought he was saying pizza steel.
I know. But he did it first.
No, it's a pizza steel.
Yeah.
Which is a
piece of steel.
Okay. So you can't fuck with me like that, man. It's not my first language.
So you put it in the oven, right? And you preheat the oven with the steel in it, right? And it retains a ton of heat. So when you put the pizza in, the bottom gets cooked faster than the top.
Oh, so the cheese stays melty or something?
So
you
cheese
get crunchy
melts,
on the bottom?
You get a crunchy on the bottom kind of thing.
So you're making New York style?
Yeah.
Thin crust type?
I'm trying to get it as thin as possible. But the undercarriage does look good. Mm-hmm. It is crunchy. And the cheese is great. And
What cheese
Is it
are you using?
Autismo cheese?
So I've experimented with
Autismo cheese, bro.
so all skim milk, low moisture mozzarella.
Like just bag cheese from the grocery store? Is that where I'm just trying to get an idea?
I have done that. I've graded it myself. I've done it a bunch of different ways. And then I've done whole milk, low moisture. I've done a mix. I've done bag, grate. So I'm trying to find the right.
I always
How
find
many
it.
pizzas are you fucking making?
I always
I've
find
made
it.
20 something pieces in the last 2 weeks.
You ate them all?
No,
I
I eat a
always
slice out of every, but I give them to other people.
How nice of you.
Yeah. I've always find it surprising how little cheese is required to make a good pizza.
Yeah.
Like that's been one of my biggest learning curves is I always put more cheese on it than I should. A little dab will do you.
Yeah. And so
Because otherwise the oils get all in and the dough doesn't get as crispy on the bottom and it's a domino effect. Arts and crafts.
Domino effect?
there's also the
Dude, I
amount
could
of-
do this in my sleep, man.
Killing it.
there's also the amount of sauce. So I'm making my own sauce.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Right. I tried store-bought dough because it's like
Easy.
it's just dough.
Yep.
I have the stuff to make my own dough.
When are you gonna start doing that? That's some good shit though. Like
Probably tomorrow. Maybe even tonight.
nice.
I do have a class tonight though, so
But you gotta like let it sit and
so if I make it tonight,
Uh-huh.
I can start using it on Friday.
Nice.
So it's 3 days is what they say.
Cool.
So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
it's been great.
Yeah.
And the best
And you
part
didn't
is,
decide to bring any in, I see.
no, then I would have to make it at fucking 8:30 this morning.
Fucking with you.
Like, you got to preheat the oven with the steel in it for like an hour.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're getting ready to try that Doughboy steel.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one? Like, because it looks like it. I mean, I know steel is steel, but it just looks like it yields better results in like pictures and stuff. We have a steel one now that sits in there, but it doesn't. It gets close.
Yeah. So the one that I got, I looked at the dough guy.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah.
And it was like $140. I'm like, it's a fucking CNC piece of steel.
I mean, is it not a proprietary blend of steel? Where okay,
I've no
because I mean, there are there's a million
there's
different kinds of
minutia.
steel. Yeah, that's how much heat it retains,
Yep.
transfer. Yeah, it doesn't
I looked,
matter.
And I found one at Target that's supposed to be for a grill. So you can like saute vegetables on the grill. And looked up the thickness and it was close enough where I was like, whatever, this is $38
Right,
at
right.
Target. I fucking get it. Made a pizza that day and I was like, perfect.
Nice. Yeah, I'm anxious to try one.
Yeah. So on Friday, last Friday,
Yeah. I would have loved it because they got
they
Litos.
decided to do Litos. And I made my pizza.
Yeah, I would have had one of yours, so to
I
speak.
like those.
I know.
And I
know.
tried,
It's not uncommon.
so I did most of the pizzas I've made have been just straight cheese because that's the scale at which we.
Yeah.
So I had gotten to the point where I was like, okay, I know what the baseline is.
Yeah, that's how you test
Yep.
it, right?
So I did a pepperoni, ricotta, basil, topped it with shredded parm, and then olive oil, and it was fucking tits.
Nice. Sounds good. I'm all about it. One night we want to do another pizza night here. Because we've done that. Have I?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
It's been a while.
But not since you've been here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just do it with
So
Pinkerton.
we'll have to do another pizza night here, because we get busy, but it's still, it's a learning curve. And it's always the temperature. It's a temperature issue that we always run into.
Well, the new oven is great for that.
Yeah.
I put a sensor in it and found out that it was like within 2 degrees of what it said it was.
Good. Couple notes. It's been 2 weeks, I guess. So
you didn't watch nothing? That was it? Just
I didn't watch. Oh, so we watched one thing. We ordered Leia's performance.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ready
On DVD or on digital?
So it's a digital.
VHS.
So I'm gonna
Download?
have to get it somehow. But so
VHS.
He's gonna try it.
Yeah.
He's gonna put it on VHS from digital.
so it's
It's
anyway.
a record.
They
He doesn't know how it works though.
no mystery. They have multiple cameras set up, and then they like cut it all together like a movie, for lack of a better term, right? Like with close-ups and fucking angles and whatever. And they didn't have it ready. So Laura like emailed the dance lady, and this dance lady like, I think she doesn't want Leia to go anywhere, right? She feels like she's got like the $1 million kid, and she don't want to go like. So she was like, Laura's like, look, I'm with my father-in-law who's 86, and we're down here with him. He had a stroke in January, and we were really hoping to get a look at that video so he could watch it. And she was like, give me a minute, and like called the fucking video people, got a rough cut of it, and sent it to Laura.
Wow.
So that so we did watch that down there.
Nice.
With my dad, and it was funny because like a couple of things happened that were interesting. So Joan,
Stepmom.
yeah,
Of 30 years.
yep, she at first I don't think was into it, like into the idea of watching this. You know what I mean? So like,
You don't want to watch someone else's kid.
well, I think it's just more so like, oh yeah, kids play.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold on, I went.
Yeah, no. I think
but
it's great, but like,
yeah.
I think the common person is like,
Correct.
I don't give a shit about.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like
No,
kids
what I'm
play.
saying is like, I've known her for like.
Yeah.
Stepmom has known her entire
Her
life.
entire life. Lowercase k. So she was like, I'm just going to sit over here. And she had a magazine. And she was like looking through the magazine.
Yeah.
And then everybody else kind of sitting around watching it. And within 10 minutes, the magazine was put away. Like, you know, and like watching my dad enjoy it and like look at me sometimes like, what the fuck? You know? And I was like, I know, dude. Like, it's fucking crazy. And even watching it, I'm going to make you watch it. Even watching it on the screen, I was like, fuck, man. Like, it's still, I was worried that something would be lost, you know, but it still is captured, you know? So
The beauty
anyway.
of television.
But you know, sometimes stuff like that
Live
can
things are
it
different.
can lose its
It hits
soul.
different. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like did you see the?
So God is not dead now.
Did you see the? Yeah. Did you see the? Speaking of the same thing, like the Coachella 9 Inch Nails performance that's been kind of going viral.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
Like it looked fucking amazing, but like I still know that being there was a different fucking
I mean,
experience.
the atmosphere, the energy. Is just,
Yeah,
can't
but-
capture all that.
But it looks. I implore you, it's worthwhile looking up. They did this like version of because they're now basically making music with this guy Boys Noise, and they have a collaborative record coming out. I think Friday called 9 Inch Noise, which I hate.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
I hate that
sounds
title.
Loud dick.
It just sounds like you had no. It's like
It sounds very cringy, bro.
not only that, it just sounds like there wasn't a creative bone in that body, and I know that not to be true, you know. But anyway, they did this performance together as the Boys Noise, which is just this one dude, Trent. Well, 9 Inch Nails, which is now Trent and Atticus Ross, right? And it's just the three of them up there with fucking synthesizers and microphones and keyboards and drum machines, and they performed like kind of on this like pyramid slab that had a space of it cut out, and there's like people dressed up as like something like kind of on like with their silhouettes like it looked amazing, but I also know that something was lost in seeing it. But anyway, on to notes. The Punisher, one last kill.
That's interesting.
It doesn't look bad, man. And like
It looks like a Punisher comic.
I'm just like, man, don't
Netflix it.
fucking ruin this.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fucking ruin this because he's still a little slice of purity left, you know.
It's because it was left alone in his own corner.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because they just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
Is my fear. But yeah, I think it looks good. Hulk Hogan documentary, or including last interview to Netflix. Did you anybody?
I
watch
watched
this
the trailer, but I'm not interested in watching it. But yeah,
I'm not interested.
because like part of the trailer is like, oh, we'll see where we go from here, and he's dead now. So
Yeah.
so there's that.
But I do think there was something interesting when I was watching it. it was interesting to hear some people say, like, you know, the same thing we've heard about other people, but like the Hulk Hogan is not who he is, but at some point it became who he was. I feel
like a lot of artists are like that.
Yeah, some of that sort of atmospheric talk around. Like I'm not a huge wrestling fan. It's just never been my cup of tea. But obviously he was an icon of the era that I grew up in. But
he was but definitely impactful.
Yeah,
like you were saying.
yeah. But like I think for wrestling fans, it's probably going. I feel like this is a big deal.
Yes.
To have that interview that no one's ever seen. That's his final interview.
I mean, people love him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think people have complicated feelings regarding him.
Does he drop the M word one more time?
Let's hope not. You know, but for if you're excited about it, I understand.
Yes.
And I hope it's good for you.
Yes. Same. I wish you the best.
You know? So, and then the rest was just like some kind of like, so Offset of the Migos was shot. And
yeah.
I heard he was shot in his ass. I don't know if that's true.
It was in his taint.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of where fucking Drexel got it, you know? Like, I remember seeing that in the theater for the first time and, like, wincing. Like, you know, like, fuck.
Imagine if he was taking Jardians.
You know what it was about that Drexel nut shot, so to speak, that, like, fucked me up? It was when, so he gets shot in the nuts. There's this, like, one, like, you know, like, blood pack that shoots out of his boxers.
Yeah.
You know, and then he goes flying back, falls down, and then his boxers are like soaked in blood by the next time you see him. And what fucked me up about it is when Clarence walks up to him and he's like, open your eyes, open your fucking eyes. And Drexel is like in so much pain that he's just like wrapping, like covering his face with like his hands and like sort of gesturing them around. They're not doing anything, but they're meant to.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was like, that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
You don't want any part of that.
Yeah, you know. But anyway, something happened with another rapper from New York. So Offset's an Atlanta guy from Migos, but Little TJ, and apparently Offset owed him, I think, $10,000. And it's just like, I mean, I get it. You know, if you're not gonna respect people's money, there's a good chance they might not respect you. At the same breath, though, is another young guy, fucking whole career ahead of him, and you're gonna throw it all away for $10,000.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, stop borrowing money and stop loaning money out. You can't afford to lose.
Yeah. So thoughts and prayers to everyone involved. It says there's no winners in that situation. And then this dark horse. I think I just kept this so I can make the dark horse joke. Ruby Rose accuses Katy Perry of sexual assault.
I was like, are they either one of them relevant anymore?
I think Katy Perry is still.
Yeah, she kissed a girl.
And she liked it.
Yeah, she also put her pussy on a girl's face, and she did not like it. But this girl, apparently, Ruby Rose did not.
Yeah, but I'm saying if she's listening.
Yeah. You have all these people that are willing.
Yeah.
Look at this high school kid, for instance.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah. Anyway, I just think it's interesting. It's all allegations, but I don't know if it's true or not. But it is. The quote was because somebody said when she said I was sexually assaulted by Katy Perry. And Ruby Rose is a bit of a shit stirrer herself, you know, for not to say you shouldn't listen to her. You should absolutely listen to her. But doesn't mean they should believe her necessarily.
No.
Believe the evidence.
Yes.
But somebody said, like, did she kiss a girl and they didn't like it? It was like a Twitter response. And her response was, she didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap. To avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her. After it...
That's hot.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'd watch.
I threw up on her. I told the story publicly, but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later, she agreed to help me get my U.S. visa, so I kept it a secret, but I did tell you she wasn't a good person. I was only in my early 20s. I'm now 40. It has taken almost 2 decades to say this publicly. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, I don't know.
What? Go ahead.
No, I'll keep that one.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know either. I like allegations are just allegations, but
yeah. Also, yeah. And also a context, right? At that age, you probably all doing some like I'm not sure if it was malicious.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know either one of these people, but I just remember in my early 20s we'd do a lot of dumb shit. People always be putting the dicks on people's faces.
Yep.
It's not,
Yeah,
and it was just for the.
What-
it was
what
for the
about-
lulz.
It was for the. It was,
What about her vagina is disgusting? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I don't know.
It could have been,
It could have been. It could have been.
It's like it's hard to say now, 20 years later, with like,
Yep.
because there is a lot of maturity comes between 20 and 40.
100%.
For most people, like as we said, we look back things we did 20 years ago, and like that's not okay.
Dude, I say it all-
At the time was like, oh yeah, whatever.
like I've been saying it and being a little bit more aware of it recently, but like I don't think I even truly became the definitive me until 41, 42. Where I really like dialed it in.
I'm still struggling.
Yeah.
No,
and I think it's a conscious effort because you're constantly changing.
Yeah.
So you have to constantly adapt and apply it to who you have become and who you are becoming.
Just work. You working on you?
Yeah, they do constant working, and it's a work in progress.
And I also I do believe that people is a very common thing. We all do it. Like you take something embarrassing and or traumatic, and you make a joke of it to like for everybody else and for yourself.
Yeah.
like she could have been traumatized, and telling it as a funny story to like cope with it.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Questions, and if you would like to send one in,
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
actually, it's been a while since I pressed some of these other. What are these other buttons?
Brr, bop, bop. That funky chopper sound.
Yes.
That's a good one.
I kind of like that rhythm a little bit, don't you?
I do.
Me too, so radical Barnaby Chop Chow.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and that one. All right, cool. So yeah, so Scott C writes in, Big Labez. What's up, everyone? I hope you all are well. Hey, Joey.
Yo,
why are soldiers so tired on April 1st?
I don't know.
It's because they just finished a 31-day march.
Not that one. Okay, I'll give that one to you.
Okay, jokes out of the way. I have a few questions. Bobby, did you get Pinkerton's take on Big Labez? I was hoping to hear it on episode 551. Hashtag him too. I did not. I should have. I did not. 2, it seems like Keith is taking your advice, Bobby, and pivoting to characters no one is doing. With that in mind, predict the next 2 years of releases for them. They can't be anything we have seen a preview of already. If they come true, do we give you
Did it buy him the figure?
like Nostradamus type of name? So I would guess that we're going to see, I think he's already announced all 3 of those. See, I don't know if he's announced that third Target Master yet. I think we're getting the third Decepticon Target Master, and I have a feeling that he might try to pivot to the Autobot Target Masters next. My issue with Keith at the moment, and I think he's making some really great stuff these days, but my issue with him at the moment is I'm 2 Protectobot short, or am I 1? I'm 1 Protectobot short of a Defensor.
Yeah.
And I don't see any sign of that Defensor anywhere.
I mean, this is like the Motomaster, not Motomaster.
It's 100% the hot spot. And like
How long did it take for Fans Toys to finish theirs?
7, 8 years.
The perfect amount of time.
Love it. You get them.
7 or 8 years.
So how long has it been for Keith?
I don't know. It was Streetwise first. I can look it up.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was when I was like 3 houses ago for me.
3 houses ago.
I think it was.
Let me see. Streetwise.
KFC. I don't remember what the name of that thing is.
I can just put it Streetwise. It'll come up. Okay. That was Fuzz.
Yes. Hot Fuzz.
Let's see here. And
I remember watching that video. I remember watching a bike video too and thinking the bike was too big.
yeah, I mean, that's always the case,
Yeah,
right? But
you can't help
that
that.
bike was really well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Streetwise was okay.
I mean, it's hard to fuck with a car, so I don't know why they. Why it
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't know why it wasn't better.
Why am I having such a hard time playing this? All right, there we go.
I have to watch, I'll watch your own video.
It was 4 years ago, May 7th, 2021.
yeah.
So 5 years ago, almost. 5 years ago
so
next
he's
month.
got a couple more years to go.
Yeah.
The Fans toys can take 7-8 years. Keith
Can
can't
take 7 or 8 years.
They have the same
just wish-
street cred or what
I don't think they do.
no.
No, I mean, I think, Fans Toys is far more accepted and respected.
Okay. I mean, they've both been around.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Keith was making hands.
Yes.
Remember that?
That's true.
I have a pair of
For
Soundwave hands.
Soundwave hands.
I have them.
Yep, for sure. And then he said, I know TM Reviews was getting a lot of heat for posting FT Bumblebee pictures today, but I think it's real. In fact, I found a Fan Toys video of it. Here's the link. Can't be real. Because
Was that
was
on April
definitely
1st?
an April Fool's. Yep. You got us. You got us.
No, I didn't get me. Just Bobby.
Okay, and then we got a write-in from Thomas J. He says, "What's up, wizards?
Yo,
Writing this time to thank whoever's there this week for all the expanded universe of Nerd Rage for what they do. I've been spinning on the machine, and this show really helps me keep me grounded. So flowers for all of you. Well, our
Thank
pleasure. I have a question for Joey.
oh,
I've been grinding in Street Fighter 6, and I've been sitting in high demand like 4 or 5 with a few characters, but I haven't been able to break that master plane. Any tips or tricks? Much love. Thanks."
I do not, because I have not been on 6. Like, I was on 4 a fuck ton, and I was on 5 a fuck ton. I have not been on 6 much.
Okay.
So I'm sure you are far beyond me at this point.
Was there a same plane in 5?
No, it's different.
Okay. Fair enough. And that'll do it, I think. So shout out to Phil on Notes and on Twitter, and shout out to Dante on Facebook, and shout out to Pinkerton on assignment. And with that,
Flappy Labius.
Moist eyes.
how you think, Blair?